Welcome to another exciting episode of Council of 10. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate that. Before we get started, as always, we're just going to do some quick announcements. Thank you, Hairball and Dragon Gem, for being two of our favorite subscribers. And by favorite subscribers, I mean you guys send us stuff and we appreciate it. So thank you. Thank you, Chuck and Endearing Films, for allowing us to use the wonderful studios and the amazing equipment. Thank you to Four Eyes Ales for supplying us the beer that you have and for making wonderful stuff. We will actually crack into some of that after break for those that can drink. Those that can't, you can watch us. Sorry.
You drove.
No, you're driving tonight.
Thank you, Gothmog, for making the wonderful patches and buttons that we have for R4D. We will be getting some more of that for the other streams, and those are available to patrons. Speaking of Patreon, go out to Patreon. We made some changes, so if you want to become a patron, it's a little bit easier, and you can see more of the stuff that we will do in order to make that work. If you have any questions, please feel free to hit us up on HOH Presents on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, HOH Presents, as well as Fortune Favors the Board. And on Twitter, we are at Favors the Board and at R4DRPG currently. So follow us on all of our social medias, especially YouTube. We have started putting the Council of 10 out on YouTube. So if you haven't seen it, the first 2 episodes are there. The third one is going up today, hopefully. And then we'll do the 4th one and then the 5th one probably sometimes this week. So we'll get them all put up out on YouTube, and we're going to stay on top of that. Subscribing on YouTube is free, so please help us reach our magical subscriber number so we can start putting our merch store on YouTube. So I believe that's everything. And of course, it's towards the end of the month here on Twitch, so don't forget that if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get 1 free subscription to the channel of your choice. We'd love that to be us, but every month you have to reselect it. So feel free to do that. And yeah, I believe that's all the announcements. Does anyone have anything else?
We got a lot of looting to do.
Perfect. So let's get into the recap of last week. So last week you guys managed to follow Rarity and Lightfingers from the boat through the swamp to his headquarters. Along the way, you guys saw little symbols on trees of a dragon holding a shield with stylized wings. Some of you had seen the symbols before, but hadn't quite known what they were for, and they were always in shady and well-hidden places, so it was really not something that the average person would know about. Upon getting to the base, you saw the huge, towering, over 12-foot tall walls that ended in spikes of his fence, and above the gate was another one of those symbols, and it was cut through so the light would shine through.
It must be the symbol of the Council of 10.
Upon getting inside, upon getting there, you hatched your devious plan to take over the person at the top, which happened. And then there was a lot of combat and battle. You guys managed through a shortened battle, thanks to Just Steve and his new
Mr. Smiley's.
new invention of Mr. Smiley.
Use my Mr. Smiley.
No, you used your Mr. Smiley. You didn't touch your Mr. Smiley.
I use my Mr. Smiley.
You didn't even go inside. You just chucked it over, and then everyone died.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. You just kind of...
Which ended the combat a little bit faster than anticipated.
Everything died.
It just wiped everything out.
And that helped the
You're
group.
usually not that strong.
That helped the group take care of Ryordian fairly quickly. Although there was the little matter of someone trading sides in the middle of the combat.
Money's money, man.
We're going to pick it up there with Ryordian dead, thanks to Hector cutting his head off. Torvald holding the body. Just Steve walking through the gates that were exploded open because of the Mr. Smiley. The alarm sound is still ringing.
Is it loud?
Yes. It's loud and annoying. It sounds like really loud church bells going off.
But I thought
Can one of you guys
killed
take
that
care of
mage.
that,
I just
please?
pictured the...
Yeah, the mage is dead. The
an
spell's still
alarm.
going.
I'm not a magic guy. Is this even magic?
So what
Is
do you
there
guys
a
do?
bell?
Well,
First of all, because you just ran past me to stab him in the neck, I'm gonna go like, he's probably the one that could have turned it off.
I doubt it.
I'm considering the life choices of shooting one of you people.
Yeah, you're still up on the top of the building
Yeah, you are.
with the 2 crossbows loaded and ready to use. And it looks like
Double
no one
50
is moving.
crossbows?
Yeah. And it looks like no
Kimbo
one's moving
crossbows.
down there.
Oh.
Well, except your people.
And the fire was dying down a bit.
And the fire had gone from this huge raging torrent to a small, almost dying campfire size.
Okay, so, quick question. Does anyone have marshmallows? We have to know.
What's a marshmallow?
I don't know. Do we have any marshmallows on us?
We're in the marsh, but where's the mellow?
Our group has no chill.
No.
Isn't that a local flower? Cat person, is there a local flower or plant called the marshmallow? And is it as good as Just Steve says?
There's marshmallows.
Anything we can roast over the flame. I'm extremely hungry.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
know
there's
what-
this guy at your feet.
We can roast him.
I'm gonna...
The
I'm
halfling.
voting we roast the orc.
You are an orc.
Take a leg.
Oh, right, my bad.
Right? Take a leg off. Maybe do some ham. Nice rotisserie.
There's some rosemary over there we can use.
Oh, yeah. I'll build
Got some
something.
So do you
seasoning.
How about
hop down?
we...
I am not
Are you
going
gonna go
I
through
want
the...
to look at his hands.
Or are you going to
I saw
go
him pull
down
it,
through
I'm
the
picking the
interior
guy
of the
up.
building, or are you going to hop down the way you came
I'm
up?
gonna go through the
Wait,
interior.
can we start where we
Okay.
left off?
This is where we left
Chill.
off.
No, we were looking at our hands.
Oh, right,
When we left
right.
off.
Thank
he
you.
and I were
wait, wait, wait.
investigating the
Thank
hands.
you.
Our
There we
own
go.
hands
Thank
first.
you.
Just
So
really
you
quick.
guys are
I'm walking and I'm
so
like-
those of you that are peering at your hands, you just cut his head off. You're looking at your hand.
Sorry.
The symbol is still there.
Great.
What?
We need
It's
to
slowly
bring him
fading,
proof.
but it's still there.
I was gonna say, what happened to the
Is
mage
it-
that I
are his
gave
eyes
death caps
moving?
to?
Like,
Hold on. Someone stab him
No,
again.
his eyes aren't moving.
Okay.
His body is bleeding out.
Okay.
Blood
He
is
is very-
Are
coming
his
out
hands
where his
still
head
doing
used
the
to
glowing?
be. No, his hands are laying
Nothing-
on the ground
nothing
beside
on his
him.
head.
He's
So
very
he doesn't
good.
have neon fingers?
No, he doesn't have neon fingers.
These all seem like missed opportunities. John.
So are you? If
I'm
you
going
go,
down
okay.
in through it to
Okay,
see what's
so
to see
I need
before
you to
these
make a
fools get
thieving
in.
skill roll to pick
Perfect.
the lock on the hatch.
Okay,
guy's
there's
body's
who
over.
locked him up there?
Yeah, I know.
True.
14?
Okay.
You can roll
so,
again.
So the first
Oh.
thing, the
You wanna
first
roll
thing you
again,
have
right,
to do. Oh, go ahead and roll again.
Go ahead and roll
No,
again.
I'm gonna
Chances
leave
are
it.
really low that you might roll really high and get extra XP.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So the first thing you realize you have to do is move the body.
Okay. Fling.
Don't fling him!
And as a body comes tumbling down the sloped route towards you guys, high or low?
Okay. High.
Do you have unfortunate?
No.
Okay. Do you have fortunate?
No.
Okay. So this body almost hits you. You're like looking at this. You're bop right beside you. Actually, high or low? Because you're right beside him.
Low.
Okay, yeah. It literally lands right between you guys.
Nice.
It's a mangled, bloody corpse.
We can roast that one too.
So now there's
Have
two
you
bodies.
eaten people
Yes.
before?
Okay.
Oh, there's 2 bodies. There's a bunch of little pieces of dog everywhere.
2 dog bodies.
Pre-cooked.
I'll just eat the dog.
3 dog bodies.
Okay.
We can
And,
eat people
No, we
too.
exploded one of them.
We can
Yeah,
eat
well,
people
that's
too.
little pieces of 3 dog bodies
the 2 guys in the
everywhere.
corner.
And there's there's also 2 dead bodies in the corners.
We got dog kebabs.
So you know
There
you got
probably is
pieces
a
of
kitchen
dog.
inside. Just saying.
Dog kebabs for day. I
I'm
want
not,
to
I'm
check.
not letting them
Just to
in.
let you know.
I'm sure
We're
they
gonna
have
check everyone.
actual food inside.
There's probably a larder or something inside where they have their
live-
food.
I'm not letting them in.
Yeah,
Locking the door.
Actual
Yeah,
real
so
food.
you get it open.
Bread,
and I'll
wine.
get back to you in a minute.
Okay.
not
Maybe some
adrenaline-filled
sausages,
bodies.
Not adrenaline-filled
Well,
bodies.
you said you're holding the body.
They're
As he's
not
doing
even
that, I
blood.
want him to come up and try to look at the dude's hands. I want to look at the
Okay. I need you to make an intelligence
All right, Carl.
I'm walking straight over to there.
check. Over to where the body is.
Yeah, dice.
Okay. All right. Do you have a dice tray?
Okay, that's a 15, and I have a rank of 7 in total.
Okay. So as you start looting his body, you distinctly remember when you were up on the top of the structure in the guard that you killed.
Him!
Oh, inside him.
You distinctly remember hearing the sound of shuffling papers from about where Ryordian was when you guys came in.
I want to find those.
Okay, so you check his hands. He's wearing gloves of some sort, and you see he's wearing a vest. And so as you're walking up, you see her like, yep, he's wearing gloves, and then she starts rifling through the vest.
Oh, trying to find the papers.
And I need you to roll.
Can my investigation help with that?
Yes, that's what it's going
Don't
to be
let those
for.
papers hide away from you. You better be quicker than that. Oh god.
Oh, that's a 3.
Turn on the lights and those papers go running.
Yeah, so you put your fingers in the pockets, and they're empty.
My hand doesn't go down far enough.
Like all of the pockets are empty,
Okay.
completely empty in those initial pockets you shove your fingers into.
Well, you got time. Oh no.
And there's quite a few pockets. I just want to point that out.
If you'd rather, I could just hold him by his legs and
Give a little shake.
Shake him.
I want all this stuff, you guys.
While everyone's
I'm gonna
doing
hold him
this-
by his legs and shake it.
So
see what comes out.
everyone's getting on that archer.
Yeah.
Everyone?
Not the
No,
archer,
we're on
Ryordian.
Ryordian.
Oh, okay.
They're all standing. They're
Gotcha.
like, she's going through Ryordian's
Perfect.
vest. He just starts lifting him up and shaking him.
Are these gloves worth anything? Or are these gloves-
They're still on him.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm looking at them with my 7.
I would need you to roll to know more.
Well, it's an 11.
Yeah, they do seem to be very high quality leather. So does his armor. His armor seems to be very high quality. His
But he's a small guy, right? So he don't
Yeah.
even fit the dwarf.
yeah. His vest also seems extremely high quality. It looks like this guy wore expensive things.
And
Yeah.
he just chopped his head off.
Interesting.
So,
And then there's that gold ring
Yeah.
that you can see peeking out underneath his
I-
fingerless
wait.
gloves.
Wait, guys, we should just strip him. Quit shaking him. Just make him naked.
I agree.
Okay.
Just make him naked. I'm gonna start with the gloves.
I call the
I'm gonna
vest.
take off his
Definitely.
hands.
You won't fit
Not
the
his
vest.
hands,
She's
but his
the only one that
gloves,
fits
his
it.
ring.
I want the vest.
If it lets me.
And I want his gloves, and I want all of his stuff. Because I'm
Would
a
you
greedy
like?
bastard.
Okay, go ahead.
You can have his gloves.
No, I'm good.
I have the gloves. Here's
I,
the
want
gloves.
I really want the vest.
Okay. Did I get the ring?
Yeah, the ring comes off, no
I don't want
problem.
to search it.
What does it look
It's a flat gold metal band.
Is it tiny?
Yeah, it fits on a
Oh,
halfling.
hey.
I guess I'm gonna stuff that in my pocket.
Okay.
Can this thing stretch? Is there any way I
What'd
can
you
put
do
it
there?
on
The vest?
What kind of ring was
so
that?
you're like you're trying to
It
put it
was
on
Yeah.
really
higher
And it
low.
like fits over like just like.
We have a
this
tiny
armor here.
person.
Higher low.
Not that tiny.
Also,
I got a
his hands were glowing.
Okay.
I
So
was wondering if I could look at that so I could tell you what it was.
So as you're trying to put it on, you're
Wait,
like,
wait, wait, wait.
it's got it. It just sort of
it fits you,
starts
great.
sliding on, and it fits really nicely.
Fits?
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
So you see him pick up the vest,
And it gets
and
bigger?
he goes like this. He's like, I got it, and you see it sort of stretch,
What?
and he puts
What?
it on, and by the time he gets it on, it's hanging on him
No
as if it was
seams?
made for him.
Wait, that's
That's
what?
cool.
It's got seams.
Can I
but
shove
it
that
just-
ring on?
Can I roll to tell if it's magic?
Roll.
Is it even?
Yeah. So you pull it on. You try to push the ring on.
Does it get stuck?
High or low?
No.
Okay, let's see.
Low.
Yeah. So which finger are you trying to put it on?
This one.
Your pointer
Normal.
finger.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start pushing it on, and it
doesn't
gets past
go.
your
Yeah.
fingernail, and then it slowly gets bigger, and then you feel it clamp.
Oh no.
Yep.
I'm gonna lose my finger.
I said you should have let me tell you what it is first.
I guess it's cursed. I'm going to the right cursed. I believe it's cursed.
Well, I rolled a 15.
To look at.
I was testing. Well, I was
Okay.
looking at the vest initially.
So you're looking at the vest as he's putting it on and it's stretching.
Does he
You
get, like,
notice
this bubble over
you
him?
see like just a slight mystical glow because you know where to look and how to look. Just around the seams, there's some magic to it.
Did you roll for anything?
And you don't say anything? You don't bother to tell
Well,
me
this is
information?
just happening.
None of us even see this glow because we're not
Yeah.
magic.
I'm the only one that does.
The only one that could is not there.
There.
The two
Wow.
I
people
would
that
like to know if I'm
can.
radioactive.
me.
That's a
all I
really
want.
stretchy vest you have. Does it feel stretchy?
It does. It feels really stretchy.
Wow.
It fits really nicely.
Yeah, I
I
see
like
from
it.
But it doesn't
latex.
hug you really tight. It's just that's weird.
And it hides all my fucking orc fat, which is great.
Looks good.
Did you want me to read the ring that you just put on?
I mean,
There's
you
only
Can you
magic
even-
on it.
You know that you can, with your thaumaturgy skill, you can take the time and try to figure out what the magics that are in anything that you see.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, she does see it.
I'm asking if you want me to.
Go ahead.
Roll.
Okay.
Don't think I can even take it off if I wanted to at this point.
That's the
So
problem.
it's going to take a couple hours
Is it
for you
keep
to work
tightening,
through it. The stuff. No,
or-
it just clamps down.
We can do that for.
We can do that on the
Slightly.
boat.
We can do that later.
We can do that
We
later.
can do that later.
Okay.
Let's do that.
It's stuck.
Okay.
Hey, Steve, can you check? You put on his vest.
It's-
Can you check all those pockets? I know he had papers on.
How
them
many
earlier.
how many pockets do we got here?
Okay.
Wait, you already had loads of pockets.
Oh boy!
He has pockets on top of pockets
You have
now.
like 99
Oh,
keybinds
boy.
for
Yeah.
quick items.
Yeah, I
At
just
this
want.
point.
I'm gonna wear it now. My plan to wear
Every
it
key
around
on the
my
list.
neck.
Nice.
Every key's a different item.
Okay. So there are. There's 10. There's 5 pouches on the
Is nobody
on the
gonna
inside of
question
each
the
side of the
trader?
vest.
Hold on.
And so as you're reaching in, are you
Yeah.
thinking anything in particular?
I'm thinking. I'm looking for these
Look for the
papers.
papers.
Okay.
Looking
Yep.
for the papers. Looking for the papers.
Okay. So the first thing that happens
That's a knife.
is your
That's
no knives come out.
Oh fuck.
That's a really big metal thing.
I don't know where it went. So
has
you
a
do
timer
you
on it.
find some paper. You
What's
can
this
feel
over
you
here?
can
This
feel
is
your
squishy.
hands. You can feel in your hands. You can feel paper, and
Okay.
you pull out about 32 pieces of parchment,
Oh, I found this. You know what this
unfolded.
is?
On the front it says just Steve.
Unfolded?
32 pieces of parchment unfolded, just
normal
straight up.
paper?
Yeah, just normal looking, really nice
Is there anything
parchment.
on them?
We're gonna ask him.
Roll a perception roll as you're pulling those out.
Is that 2 or 1?
2d10, add them together. Tell me what you rolled.
I rolled really low.
It's okay.
Actually, you do have astute. So with that 7, you also your fingers brush something else in the same pocket.
In the same pocket with the papers?
Yep.
How did they not get crumpled?
I don't know.
Astute does
So
Grabbing on it? What does it feel
so
like?
you grab on it, and it
Not
feels like
funny to
this.
Feels like this. Hold on.
Michael.
Got the papers.
Fold it, maybe?
What's that?
That's so pretty!
I'm gonna try to grab him from.
Guys, what
It's
the?
so fancy.
And the
Jump up
dwarf
and grab
comes up
him.
and like snags it from your fingers.
This, probably.
Hey, look, AJ.
Hey, that thing that I said about earlier.
It's just paper from Just Steve.
I want to open it.
I start reading this. What is there?
It's
anything
just
important on
blank paper.
this?
That's
Ow.
satisfying.
Lame.
I read out loud.
Yes, if your character would, otherwise.
Hold on. Read the thing. Yes. I want to know.
What if it's a summoning?
Okay.
So the symbol on the front
This
is
the
the
symbol
symbol that you guys have been seeing.
On.
That's
everything.
that thing that was marked on those freaking trees back there.
Yeah, and this trader's armor.
Yeah, it's
not
right
a
there on. It's
traitor.
right there on, like really
he
big
just-
in the center of the chest.
I still need to get paid, by the way.
I'm sure you can find your earnings in his fort.
Yeah, I'll just kill all of you too. Anyways, I'm gonna go check out the fort.
Okay.
No, he's not.
So meanwhile,
Be sure to
before
watch
you
for
start
traps.
reading- Meanwhile,
That's what it is.
you crawl through.
I thought Riley was going to read this out.
I'm going
She
to
is.
after.
Just give it a second.
Huh?
Give it
I-
a second.
Give it a second.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to the other half of the team now.
The other half, the
There's
straggler, the one on her own. So you come crawling in, and as you do,
Small
I
door?
need you to roll a perception roll. It is a small door, but a big guy fit through it, so you can too.
17?
Okay, so as you go in, you notice all of these traps set along the walls that are active.
Okay.
And you realize that you've got 2 choices. You could either run through and try to trigger them, or you can take your sweet time to undo them all.
Did she just walk in? I'm sorry.
No, she went in from the top.
Oh, okay.
She was up on the top in the lookout, and there was a hatch, and she went through the hatch.
Is it possible that I can just use this short sword to just kind of poke and activate everything? Or are they?
You can.
Okay. And I'm also gonna do some, what is it? Do I have any magic to, like, see if there's other magic afoot?
You could use your thaumaturgy and see if you can detect any mystic energy.
That'd be good. 9.
Decent.
Yeah, no, you don't really see any spells or any carvings or wards that would indicate magic.
Okay.
But you know, some of these, there's like really thin lines for tripwires, and you can tell some of the floor is a little uneven for pressure traps.
I'm gonna just start going through and just kind of cutting the tripwires and poking stones to get them to activate.
High or low?
Oh god. I'm unfortunate. Or I'm cursed.
Yeah, I know.
It'll make this so much less stressful. Just roll that. That's the low part, if you want to go with it. That's also low.
Hey, we're going low.
Okay.
It's just chuck. So I'm dead again.
So the
I'll find my
first
body eventually.
the first tripwire
Yeah?
you clip, you hear this creaking noise,
Oh crap.
and you're and the walls slam into you.
Can I hold them?
Roll.
Does this make an audible sound?
I'm straying.
Yeah, so you
Can we
guys will
hear
hear
it
in a second.
outside?
We probably hear that.
9.
So you catch them, but you're not strong enough to
It's
not
gonna
She just
smush me.
died.
get crushed.
She just
Dead?
died.
You can step back to the ladder that's right behind you.
Can I roll forward or is it the
It's
whole
the whole. It looks like a
The
good like
entire
15-foot section
Okay.
is coming in, and
I'm
you're
gonna
just
go-
sort of trying to.
I'm gonna throw myself back. Yeah.
Okay, you throw yourself back and literally slam. They slam together, and your only way out is up.
Shoot.
Meanwhile, outside, as you're literally right as you pop the seal on it, you guys all hear "Quack!" from the building.
What the hell
I'm gonna
is
look up.
that?
Do I see the cat's not up there?
Roll perception.
Can I scramble back up and out?
I think that was a trapped scroll.
Doubles. And that's so 24.
Yeah, so you glance up to where the cat was. She's not there.
Yukihara? cat lady.
Can I just fling
Oh, is
myself
she dead?
out and through?
After a couple moments, you see her just literally come flying out of the top, and she like rolls down the roof. Make a athletics check.
She's not dead.
I have 10 agility if that helps.
Yeah.
9.
Okay. Yeah. You see her roll down and sort of land on all fours, looking up at you guys, eyes like this wide,
What happened?
shaking. Her tail is twitching back and forth.
You
It's
hear
all
this
puffed
loud
out.
Smack, you come flying out of the top. What happened?
Boob traps.
Oh, shit.
What did you
Makes
expect?
sense.
There wouldn't be any?
I was hoping for once it would be easy, okay?
In this
Never
case,
easy.
Maybe just not
Especially
the
now
top.
after I already in.
in this case, Yuki, I think you were the booby.
Blue-footed.
So, wait, how are we going to find the rest
Want
of
to
the
know
Catching
what
fools.
this says?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very
I'm still curious
interested.
about how we're going to find the rest of the booby traps in there, because I don't want to die.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
walk up next to her, wrap my tail around
And
her
I don't have any of
leg.
my minions, unfortunately.
And peer over the dwarf because you're so much taller.
I need the light to read where it's night. Back up a little bit.
Go over my fire!
Says the person with night vision.
Can I grab him and use
Trying
his
to get the
eyes to illuminate the paper?
No.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna read it.
would have been
Okay.
good.
Regards. If everyone is ready, I would like to give my update. Our changeling has gone into the dark woods to eliminate the felinoid problem in Haven. There is no chance for failure. Once the task is finished, we will control all of the sprites and pixies therein. From there, the changeling will be freed up for harassing either the Minotaur or the borderlands betwixt the Bright Desert and Elventon again. I feel the plan has progressed better than we could have anticipated. Since this is the case, I hope my own failure to completely undermine the Ferlanti realm can be overlooked for now. If so, please announce it. Let us let bygones be bygones and instead focus our efforts on the plan. Nothing learned by easy success can ever be applied to our machinations. So instead, everything must be prepared for the next phase. I've succeeded in saving nothing more than a third of the gold the worthless cities were able to get a hold of. With this, I should have enough to start a move against Duke Ferlanti with assassins when he is next in Dolan. Regretfully, I do not need to bide my time until then. Thankfully, he has made each stop short, which will allow the time to pass quickly. Today I managed to loot a trade ship from Denton Meyer. It looked like the Haven may have requested support. However, after my Dakari returned, holding wealth I had not expected, I realized this ship belongs to Just Bob's Ingrid of a grandson. After I get a good look at Just Steve, I plan on leaving him both penniless and shipless. Loot is so hard to give up, especially.
I'm sorry. Why am I constantly losing money?
Especially when loot is so hard to give up, especially when it is so eagerly placed in my path. Well, thankfully, I'm able to play and reap the reward of Just Steve's charitable nature as well. Keep looking for the news of the Duke's death. It will come soon. It will eventually be known out in the Sutton Isles. Morrow is another day, and I will prove out one way or another. No matter if we live to see it or not. Nothing can stop the march of time or the wheel of nature. Excelsior. Signing off for now. 10 of Thieves.
So why would we even
sounds
want to
like-
stop them killing the Duke?
It sounds like all of you have some stuff involved with this.
Not really me.
Well, besides you.
Yeah.
Yeah, us two. We're just
I
gonna
don't
bail.
know
the
what
way,
any of
You do have.
In your head, all you're hearing is tears.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to ignore it.
I don't know what any of these words mean.
Big words.
That
Like I
was-
said,
Well, I know what the words
I'm gonna
mean.
grab
I just-
him and
Y'all-
just hold him up off the
Yeah.
ground.
What's an Excelsior?
why? Put me down.
I'm just holding him from the
Put me
back.
down.
I'm
Put
gonna,
me down. Put me
I'm gonna
down.
put a hand on his arm so she doesn't throw him.
Can people stop grabbing me, please?
We need to
Put
start
me-
bringing around extra
It
weight
seemed he
belts.
certainly knew who you were.
I know. This sucks. And he also knew my grandpa. That bastard.
Is he in danger?
Grandpa.
Go.
He's kind of a shit stick.
Drop.
If it has anything to do with him, it can't be good.
I'm gonna start thumping toward the front door of the
I'm gonna
fort.
I'm
I
walking.
mean,
Didn't
towards the
you
front
just
door.
try and go in there and it failed horribly?
Is the alarm still going
Yes,
off?
the alarm
Yeah.
is still going off.
Yeah, can
I'm
someone
going
please
to
shut that up?
start hitting the gate. I am at this point. I'd be going crazy.
You walk up, you hit the gate, and it gets louder.
Oh my
That didn't work.
Torvald, stop!
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna try to sense where
Okay,
where it was
roll.
cast. 12? Plus, do I get to add anything?
No. So you look at it, and you can see the silvery wires attached to the hinges on the gate, and every time they get rocked or moved, it reactivates the spell, and you can pretty much cancel that.
Okay, cool. Can I do that?
Yeah. One more roll.
I'm going to borrow this for a moment. For the lady who wants to see. Thank you.
Okay, that's gonna be a 13.
Okay. A what?
13.
13. I was like, 30 in one
13.
roll? That's amazing! How did that happen?
She now has the power of the alarm.
Roll
Yeah, so you go up
215.
and you can easily you guys see her walk up to the gate, sort of look at it, walk over to the hinges and start pulling on the silvery looking wire, and as she does, it just vanishes.
Does she
Oh
learn
my god.
anything
And the
from this?
alarms go off. The alarm stops.
Thank you so much.
But she doesn't learn
Lord.
anything from that interaction?
That was amazing. No, it's not terrible. I wanted to shove a knife through my fucking skull.
Tell me about it. I know what you mean.
Was it making, it was making actual sound?
Yeah, it was
not
making-
just in our
Through
minds,
his
right?
Yeah, no, it was making actual
Yes.
noises.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, can I go into the?
I'm gonna try and rip the door off the hinges.
So as you guys walk up to the front door,
I'm not
roll
walking up to the front
perception.
door.
Anyone walking up to the front
I'm
door?
walking up to the front door.
can
not
roll a
walking up to the front
perception.
door.
But wait. Before I do that, I would be like, balls, we have to take care of these. We all have to take care of these booby traps. So I don't know if they're magic. I don't know if they're
Yeah.
No
fucking
magic.
mechanical.
Hold on a second.
Huh?
No magic.
No
Still
magic?
by the gate, right?
Yeah.
I want
magic,
to
okay.
go through the magician's body.
Okay. 1 second.
27.
27.
9.
9. Okay. So you walk
really
up and you realize there's no doorknob, no way to
Hinges.
open it. The door is
Open
actually
sesame.
flush with the walls. You see the same thing, and you're looking at it, but you notice that there's off on the side. There's like a very small depression, like you could slide like a coin or something into it to.
Grab one of my gold coins.
God, this building's a vending machine.
As you slide the coin halfway in, you hear,
Halfway in.
and the door slides open. It just goes back a little bit and
I'll
it
take my
slides
coin
open.
back.
I would have thought that it would
Rainer,
have been
you
a
should
toll.
go in there and let us know if there's any more booby traps.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah.
I'll go in there.
I'm not follow him.
Why?
It seems to know
Trust
who
issues.
you are, too.
One moment.
Yeah.
Ha, suckers,
And
you
technical
all
difficulties.
are involved in this thing. I'm not.
Hey, there's a lot of Minotaurs around. It could be someone else.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. And it is
child.
dimly lit in there. Just barely lit. It's really dark.
Okay.
How much room is
Oh, you're a human.
So as you two are walking in, you go to the mage's body and start rifling through his things. Roll an investigation check.
Ooh, that's a 19.
Okay, so the first thing you find is a handful of loot. He had 100 copper coins on him.
peasant?
That's like enough for a bag of chips.
He also had a vial of ink in one of his pouches.
Okay.
And in his big pouch on his back, you see a small book.
Ooh. What kind of book is it?
It says diary.
You pull it out, it's all black leather, and stamped into the, or more like carved into the cover, is the same symbol that was on the letter.
Oh, this one?
Where's my fancy symbol for our black little notebooks?
Yeah, it's that symbol on it.
Okay.
Perfect.
And as you crack it open, it doesn't open.
Open.
And you can definitely tell the presence of magic.
Okay.
Smack it on his head.
Do you need help opening that? Is it stuck?
It's definitely magic. I don't know if you could help. I'm sorry.
I can break magic. I have done it before.
I don't think she wants
I
it
want
broken.
to be able to read the book. Is the problem?
Oh yeah, and it's also got
Thank you.
it's also got a hoof print
Oh God.
on it.
Oh.
It may have already been broken.
It's not opening.
Could be any horse. We have them here.
Yeah. That's being a hook
It's
racist.
this big.
And a little spur mark
It is pretty big.
off the back of it.
Most livestock wear spurs.
You also have spurs on?
Yes, he does. Yes,
He's got like attached to his hooves.
I do.
Jeez.
He has a lovely cape too that I'm going to
lot.
take
Just
out.
the book. There's no
over
like
here.
bookmarks
hell
or
yeah.
anything.
Where you walk out.
No bookmarks. It's a black leather book. I actually was
I
going
need
to
find
hand it
some
to you,
old
but I
West
don't
music for every single time you're walking
It's down there somewhere.
have it readily available.
He needs to find a horse big enough for him.
He needs to find a horse big enough.
All right. I'll do the same thing.
He
I'll
is the
read
horse,
those
though.
things
That
when
was
we get
like
back to the
very
ship, so I'm
strange.
gonna put it in my pack.
Okay, you put that in your pack.
Anything else on him?
Not really. I mean, his armor was pretty much destroyed. He had very simple plain armor. He's got a shirt, some belts.
Okay.
His armor was a spell.
Yeah,
That
well,
got
and then
broken again and again.
he had a spell,
Oh.
and he had really thin leather armor that was
shot through in the exact
shot
same
through
place
a
twice.
couple times.
Yeah. And then crushed.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much it. He does have a couple other things like some thieves' picks,
I'll take those.
whetstone, tinderbox, stuff like that.
Take some of the small stuff.
Okay. Knickknacks.
While she's doing that, could I loot the thief that I landed on? And I know I cut the binding on his chest piece, but that's repairable, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, as far as you know,
Will it
Could
fit
I
you?
loot him fully?
you can certainly try.
And then while I'm looting, they can do their thing. So you can skip to them, and we'll
Okay.
get to
I had one other
that.
question real quick. Is there anything that would identify him as a mage on him at all?
Not that you saw. No.
Besides
well, other than the
that
book.
he was
Other than the-
Besides
casting
doing magic.
Other than casting magic and visually, he looks like a gypsy. I mean,
Okay, I was just curious.
one of the Ducati race.
Do I know what that is?
Yeah,
Okay,
you know
cool.
that the gypsies prefer to call them. It's like calling a gypsy today. They prefer to
don't
be
like
called
it.
Romney because they're of that It's the same idea.
After the letter reading, was anybody able to hear crying, or since I'm following him, is there still crying noises?
You don't hear crying noises.
Okay.
When were the crying
At all.
noises going?
They weren't.
Only one person heard crying noises.
Who heard crying?
I didn't hear.
Nobody.
So we don't even know about it.
That's why
Nobody's mentioned anything out loud about crying.
That's why I had to check. Okay.
So you went in.
Yep.
You're looting a body.
Both of you went in, right?
Yeah.
You're right behind him.
I'm waiting at the door.
You're at the door. Torvald.
I was offering her to tear open the
right,
notebook.
right. Okay, so you're with
We're all
her.
placed.
Just Steve.
Okay.
Toss me a torch.
Just real quick, Michael.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
The guy has obviously leather armor.
Just standard leather armor? Or I can't differentiate it.
It
really?
looks like just standard
No,
leather armor.
There
He's-
was a
soldier
breastplate.
now.
yeah, the breastplate's off of it, but the rest of the buckles
Okay.
are still attached.
It's mountable over a leather chest piece.
Maybe you'd really have to.
I'd have to work it.
You'd have to work it and
That's
figure it out. He also has 2 daggers on him and 2 steel bits.
Okay. What are steel bits? Is that
It's
currency?
Yeah, coins. Steel bits, steel pieces.
Perfect.
And that's literally all he had on him.
Okay.
Keeps the soldier not a.
What about the? Can I use my savant ability on all this stuff?
It's not worth anything.
It's
then.
the rest. I mean, it's
He's a
decent
soldier.
armor, but it's not great armor.
There's nothing special about
Nothing special about
any
it.
piece at
Nothing
all?
special about the dagger or anything like the daggers or anything like that.
Okay.
It's just common things. Oh, and he had some thieves picks.
Okay. Anything special about the thieves picks, or they're
They're
just general?
just thieves picks.
How many is some?
Like 1 set.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
Okay.
Okay, you two, as you walk in, roll perception rolls.
Did I get that torch, Steve?
Oh, wait. Check in the
That's
vest. I'm gonna reach right here.
There's no torches right there.
No.
Are there any torches on
Oh,
the
but I
walls?
do need a higher low from you real quick. Because I know it's always going through your
That's
your
a
head.
So,
1 through 5 or 6 through 10. Higher
whatever.
Low.
Mid.
Higher low.
It's
There we go. I'll round up.
Okay, so as you're patting yourself down,
Yeah.
looking for the torches, there's something that's always going through your head: money. and your fingers, as you're looking for a torch, you feel coins
Ooh.
on the bottom pocket on the left-hand side, and as you shove your hand a little bit farther in, there's like quite a bit of coins,
Oh, right on.
like more than a handful or two.
I don't want to let these assholes know that I just found money, so whatever's in that pocket, I'm keeping there.
He's like,
Still searching for things.
Still looking, can't find it.
Oh, still haven't
you
found
also
anything.
notice
At
while
least
you're
it's not
doing
his
it
can
that
pocket.
as you pull on the pockets,
Yeah.
there feels like there's more pockets behind it, sort of like your girdle.
There's pockets inside pockets.
There's pockets
so many
behind the
here.
pockets.
Hold on.
So it's like you pull it, and it's almost like it pulls out a little bit more, and there's another pocket behind it, and then another pocket behind it, and another pocket
How
behind
many
it.
pockets does just Steve have now?
He's got
I got a lot of
Too
pockets.
many.
99.
Lots of.
Too
lots of
many.
over 9,000.
So wait, if I reach right here, is there a torch there?
No.
I'm gonna stick my hand all over my fucking body until
At
you
some
tell me
point,
to-
No,
Yeah.
eventually you pull a torch out, but it's out of your girdle, not out of the
Okay,
vest.
so wait, I lift up the vest and I'm like, all right, here you go, Rainer.
At some point, you're gonna have to wear or roll intelligence checks to
Remember where?
which pocket
Which
has
There is-
pocket?
I'm just gonna sit here for like.
I'm gonna call that. How
minutes,
did that
guys.
have that?
Oh no.
Hold on, fellas, I got it.
Smiley, where'd you
Pulls a
go?
ship out of.
Hold still! Oh, there's your halberd. What the heck?
Yeah, that was mine.
What'd you roll for perception?
26.
26.
6.
6.
I'm just the muscle today.
So you're like standing behind him, and he lifts the torch up right in front of your face.
It's happening.
You know, your night vision completely out. It's like, woof! I don't see. Okay.
Can I grab the torch and hold it up high?
Yeah.
No.
she grabs a torch, and you're like, do you just let go, or are you gonna hold on
No,
to
I'm
it?
holding on to it. My arm's being raised. I hate you. I hate you so much. I want you to know that.
Be more
And as
considerate.
you're looking, it's the first area that you see looks like it's a big meeting hall. Like there's tables and there's chairs. You see a bar across the back wall. Off to the left, you see a hallway, but it's really hard to see because all the torches in there are not working, but there's a soft glow coming from the far left.
I'm just gonna grab him and put him on my shoulder.
Why?
And
No.
go around and start lighting
Put
torches.
me down. Put me down.
And then you just step in and
Put
light
me
torches.
down.
I can hear him yelling, right?
Yeah, you're put me down.
I'm gonna go.
Can I wiggle off?
Yeah, you can wiggle up.
try.
Yeah, so you just walk over and you light a torch, and then she just starts walking over to light the
Do you
next
think
one.
this letter was to Riordan or from him?
As you pop off her back,
Oh, thank God.
If I'm standing,
you
at
see
the
her
front door,
vanish into the
If I'm standing at the
room.
front door, I just yell, "Hey guys, any booby traps yet?"
We're still looking.
Oh,
You're still at the door.
I forgot.
You see her. She's like a good She's all the way to the corner. She's lit like 3 torches.
That's fine.
She hasn't triggered anything yet.
Good.
I'm tiptoeing. I'm using thief.
She's just
skill.
sort of walking along the
How many
outside of the room.
pathways are there?
I mean, it's a big room.
hall.
It's like walking into a bar.
Okay.
There's tables and there's chairs, and it looks like there's more seating than what 10 thieves would need.
Yeah, but like, are there different like pathways into different areas or no?
It's just one big open room. You look up, and it's like a 20-foot ceiling almost. I mean, it's wide open. Roll another perception roll as you start getting some more light.
15.
You do see some stairs going up to another floor.
Okay.
Yeah. And Chuck, do we have images we can share with?
We have something of something, but we
Okay,
can't
can't do
until
it
we
yet.
get there.
Okay, I just want to know where I'm at.
How
We
long
have
have
something
they
of something
taken
until we
doing
can't
this?
get there.
So they, at this point, you're done looting. She's done
Well,
looting.
what about the rest of Riordan?
No one's
naked.
done anything.
Yeah, I'd love to kind of.
to him. Okay, so you walk back to
I want to be
Riordan.
sneaky at least.
Okay.
Are you gonna?
Nonchalant.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to do a cavity.
I mean, so far, the only thing that's been taken off of him that I know is you guys took off his vest,
Perfect.
his gloves,
And
They
his ring.
stripped him.
and his
So-
ring.
First off, the dagger.
Okay.
Where is it?
There's 3 daggers on his belt.
Okay, which one was? I'll take all of them then.
Make an
I'm gonna
intelligence.
head back.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
take. Yeah. It's 15.
Okay, so the one
I
he
want the
kept
special
throwing
one.
was the one on his right side.
Okay.
He grabbed it with his left hand and flung it off.
Okay. Can I take off the? I'm assuming it has a scabbard as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's all attached to the
that.
belt, so
I'll
you
just
do
take
a
the
belt
belt.
and you take
I'll
all
just-
3
I can take
daggers
the
off
belt.
with it. Okay, so you come walking up,
take
you
the
come
belt.
walking up, you see him take off the belt and sort of
This is my size.
slip it
Will
on. I mean, it's a belt, it can be anyone's size.
But I mean, how much extra was on it? Does it even fit?
He's tiny.
It
Kind of skinny, but
barely fits. You can, just loop it and hope it doesn't give.
Assuming the ring was magic, do you mind if I look at the daggers?
I don't mind at all. I'll take them out of the sheaths, all 3 of them, and hand them all 3 to her.
Okay, so which one do you hand her first? There's
All
one
3 at
on his
once,
right,
actually.
there's one
Yes.
that was behind him, and there was one on his left.
I took all 3,
So-
and then I'm putting them all 3 into her hands at
That
once.
seems like a really bad idea.
Carefully, I'm not dropping them into her
Okay.
hands, just like.
Okay, so as you do
in order
it,
for
the
the
dagger from his right vanishes and it's back in the
So that one's
scabbard.
special. How about these 2?
And the other 2 he hands you.
I'm assuming that other one does
I
that.
want
Michael,
that one.
high or low?
Okay.
Actually, I need also high or low from you.
Hi.
Low.
Okay. And about how far away are you standing?
From who?
Her.
I didn't toss it to her. I thought we were right
Yeah,
by
yeah.
each
So,
other.
so you're like that close, and
But
so
I'm
you're
lower.
facing her, and you hand these 2.
I just kind of like.
I need to
Okay.
know
Oh,
for
really?
reasons.
You're gonna kill her.
Oh god.
He's gonna stab her with a method.
There's like little tiny nick and suddenly
The spot grows.
I think it's a
Trying to
knife
find
that has a true shot.
Okay, so
You mean
the
it's always gonna hit
first
the target?
first dagger he hands you, no problem. It's really shiny. It looks kind of cool. He hands it to you. It's reflecting what little light there is. The second dagger he puts in your hand, it looks almost like the blade is bone. As he sets it in your hand, it extends into a short sword. You take 2 health as it punctures your Edward straight ahead of you.
I'm assuming the other 2 do the same.
How tall
or the
are
other
you?
one does the same thing. Me or her?
How tall are you? How tall is your character?
2 health. Does it
5'6".
hit my breastplate?
It doesn't
though?
hit you. It's him.
Oh, him.
5'6".
5'6",
I'm 4'11".
She took off your.
4'11". So
I'm 7 inches shorter than him.
about her hand would be probably about stomach.
Clavicle.
I was trying to hand it sideways. I'm
Yeah,
not, like
it-
no,
I
like
know.
It still
hilt
cuts your
this way.
As
Oh,
she
God.
grabs the hilt,
Hilt.
it instantly extends
Ouch.
to the length of a short sword,
Okay,
and it
At
punctures your
least the
stomach.
health.
mine.
Yeah,
Even though it was
yeah.
sideways.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it wasn't even facing
Well,
me.
she's
it was...
holding them and trying to
I
grab
grabbed
them,
them
and she
both
grabbed
of
them.
Now I can't grab
Okay,
them.
how much damage do I take
2.
2
2
health.
health.
to my Brigadier armor?
Yes.
Okay. That wasn't very nice.
At
It's like,
least,
zink!
I
Ah!
didn't do it.
at least you're with the cleric.
But when you pulled it out, it was just a normal dagger. It looked like a weird sort of bone dagger.
But
And as she closed her hand on the hilt, it just instantly
It's
extended.
magic.
Well, I guess that one's yours. Because it doesn't like me. And screw it.
Scabbard.
Well, I'll for that one, yes.
Yeah,
So
so...
take it off and hand it to her like,
Okay. Can
apparently this is yours.
I am also wearing a belt. I'll
Okay.
touch the scabbard. Can I try to sheath it and see?
Yeah, so as you put the blade that's too long for a sheath, it just goes right back in, no problem.
And
it's a
was
dagger again.
the other one was normal
Yeah,
dagger.
well, the other, it's a really nice looking, high, shiny dagger.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
And then there's
But
the
she
one
hasn't tried
of
checking
returning.
I'll
spells.
try to read that one out.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
like, I think I know what this
Okay.
one is.
I'm pretty sure we know what
What
these
that
two
one
do.
does.
What about this one?
Know that one. Know what that one does. Let's find out about this one.
Okay, roll.
It is a 12.
Okay. So yeah, it is magic as well. What you can instantly glean off of it is that it's a type of weapon that is designed to hurt one race in particular. You can't really tell
tell
which
which
race it
kind.
is, just off of looking at it initially. As you turn it, you do
It's not
see
orcs, right?
you do see on the pommel or on the handle where it meets the crossbar, you do see a small wolf's head on it,
The letter
like
did
carved
mention-
in there. But that's
Okay. Well, the letter did mention no one thinking of a felinoid problem. Maybe it's something like that. You can hold on to that.
Okay, and I'll put that one back into the sheath as well.
I'll look over all these when we get back.
Okay, we can look at it more. And while we have time, I mean, there was that ring. They're up inside there with danger.
while they're doing this, Thorvald. While they're doing this, what are you doing? You're standing over Riordian's body.
Yeah, pretty much.
You see him get stabbed.
No, I don't think I'm doing that.
There could be something in there.
I mean, he also had like 2 short swords, his armor. Oh, and I was wrong. There were
There were 2 daggers.
4 daggers.
Okay, yeah, one other one.
It says that there's one in his boot.
Okay.
So yeah, it's
you
more of
didn't
a
grab.
knife
Yeah.
that you didn't grab. So yeah, so I mean, you see, are you going to loot him too, or are you?
They've got it handled. I want to keep an eye on the marsh around us.
Okay, so you're
Like,
going to go
out
and
the
keep
front
guard.
door.
Okay.
I'm just kind of gonna generally ask both of them.
I'm disappointed,
I'm
Thorvald.
still holding this. And
I pick him up and mount him on my horse.
just generally ask the people around me. Well, they appear to be the thieves, but who do you think he was sending this to?
I think
That's
that.
a good question.
I don't know if he was receiving it or sending it out.
I wasn't
It
sure,
sounds
but
like-
it's signed by 10 of Thieves, and that certainly sounds like him.
The wording
Maybe.
makes it sound like it was Riordian, or at least someone in this. So I assume he was sending it.
That's what I don't know if he's sending or receiving it, but if he was, we
Well-
still need to know who the other person was.
That is true, and assuming that they were the ones who probably took Just Steve's gold.
I'm sure
And
he'll
looted
want it
his
back.
stuff and
Steve,
wanted
do you
his
want
ship.
your gold back?
I always want more money.
Okay, yeah, so,
I was right.
Same.
yeah, this must... it was probably Riordian. Yeah, we can. I think we can assume that.
Okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, inside. Do you venture from where you're at?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Is
is
it
your
starting to get lit up by now? Can we see?
I mean,
I know I have night vision. I'm
you
just
can
saying.
see
I
just
can see
fine.
just fine.
It's actually getting a little darker because of
Yeah.
your night vision isn't working so good in that side.
Well,
but
as
this
she's
side is
running
just fine.
around.
Yeah, she's making her way slowly and just lighting them as
So-
she goes down the wall. As you get to the far wall, you turn right, you light another one. You can see a hallway, and there seems to be some sort of fire inside that hallway because it's lit and flickering. Looks about like that up on the screen if you can see it.
Oh, yeah.
She needs to walk in there.
Oh, right. No. That's what from the outside.
Yeah. As a thief, I have security knowledge. Do I know if all the traps are rigged to one system, or if
They're
they're all
probably
separate?
not. They're probably all separated out. I mean, if they're decent thieves, each one would be a separate trap and a separate thing.
Just tell me they weren't.
Everything will turn to lava.
I'm gonna go down the hall
Okay.
carefully.
So you see her light torches.
Maybe.
Are you going to keep lighting the torches as you get to the hallway?
Yeah.
You see her keep lighting the torches, and she's heading towards the glow of a hallway that's off to the side.
Just yet.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be like,
Don't know how
give me the
trust you
blueprint of this place.
It's fair.
It's fair. It's fair.
My people might be dead,
Your
and you
people
haven't
kicked you
fed
out.
me. That's beside the point.
Oh, please.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'll get you the food if I can find the kitchen. I'll give me the fucking blueprint to this place.
Can I hear him?
Hello. Roll. I don't know.
You're useless today.
6.
Wait, he's still over by the door, right?
Yeah,
No, I walked
he
forward.
walked forward a little bit, and you
Can
hear
I, so I can definitely hear him.
you can hear him. Yeah,
Yeah. Rainer, who are you talking
I
to?
did a 6.
I don't know what you're talking
Can I
about.
hear him at all? Or...
You were
You
clearly
hear him
just
muttering.
talking to someone.
I wasn't
and then you
talking
can
to him.
hear this conversation.
Gaslighting.
I'm gonna have to make a memo of this. And
can I smell
Rainer
for a
is
kitchen?
insane.
Roll.
I think that was obvious.
16.
So as you get towards the hallway, and you go,
Almonds.
yeah, the kitchen's that way. What's this way does not smell like kitchen. It smells like burning.
Okay.
Oh my
Kitchen?
goodness.
Okay, can I actually go toward the kitchen smell?
Follow her.
And you see her start walking towards high or low as you start walking just across the room.
Hello?
Okay. Yeah, and she
She's the
walks
cursed
right.
one.
I know.
It must have been very low.
You see her just sort of walk right over there. Make a perception roll as you start crossing to get behind her and follow her.
12.
Okay, so as you get to like the middle of the room, you're about to step down. You notice that there's a pressure plate there. You're like, wait a minute.
I'm gonna grab my spear and step back and then just kind of.
And,
Oh
okay,
no.
Uh-oh.
roll.
What do
This
I
is what I
roll?
was waiting for.
Do you have thieving skills?
Prepare to be smooshed.
Okay.
Wait, no, I have a thing that
You're
helps
well
me.
into this
17.
hallway.
High or low? Oh,
It's not a
she's not in the
hallway,
hallway.
it's a
She avoided the
room.
hallway.
goodness.
Hi.
Okay, so you, boom, you step back and a cage falls on you. In the spot you jump back to.
What? In the spot that he jumped back to?
Yeah.
They expected
It's an
They knew
iron
what was
cage.
happening.
You don't see a door
I-
to it. You hear ka-dang, and you look back and you see this iron cage fall on
I'm
you.
standing at the
I'm
door so I can.
It's like an
gonna go-
abattoir, if you will.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna go back and try and push it off him or pick it up.
I was gonna go in and try and help
Low?
you as well.
I'm just going low, man.
Okay.
Can you even see that?
yeah, he's got night vision.
Well, they turned.
Oh yeah, no, it's a big empty room or a big
There's
room
some tables.
like tables
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff.
My bad.
There's a
Listen.
hallway on the side. He started walking across the middle of the room, jumps back. He's in it. You go walking in.
Okay.
You see her start crossing over, and you see her sort of trip a little bit,
Oh, shoot.
and you hear like a rattling noise, and then bang! She's in one too.
Guys, just to let you know, we're gonna get this figured out. No one panic. No one panic. And I'm just gonna.
Are you panicking?
Just start walking backwards.
He's
Gonna
back
walk
in.
outside
No one
and
panic.
immediately go, guys, I'm panicking.
So meanwhile, outside, you guys are in the
I
middle
want to finish looting.
of looting. So as you are,
I'm checking.
who's grabbing what
I'm stripping this
between
man.
the two of you? Okay, so you're
all the way.
undoing his armor.
Everything.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go through the pockets of everything
Yeah.
with all the clothes he takes off.
Right.
Okay, so he does the.
I'm doing
undoes
the
this-
undressing. She's doing the checking.
Okay, so roll your.
Yeah. I'm assuming I don't have to roll to undress the man.
No, you don't. Have to roll this, man.
14 plus my investigation skill.
Okay, so as he like takes off the armor, you're like, oh, yep, that's magical, and
Piles. Ooh,
and then he
organized piles.
pulls off the boots. Oh, those are yeah, okay. There's a little bit light magic to that. I'm not sure.
Chuck,
in
did you
the
take
boot-
the
How
gloves
he
or no?
jumped.
Huh?
No,
take
the
the gloves
gloves
or
are
no?
just there.
They're
No,
with
gloves are
me.
just
Okay, they're still with
Opening
me.
up the boots.
You
Yeah.
should take
Um,
gloves.
That's how he
And then in one of the boots is another knife.
Man, how many
Very
knives does this guy
carefully
have?
go like this. I'm gonna lean back and away from him, and I'm pulling the knife out of the boot.
And it's got a regular size
For me.
hilt for you. And as you pull it out, the blade's only like that.
I
like- Highly magical. It's glowing.
the most magical
Like
thing I've
anyone
seen.
can see that this is magical. It's glowing.
Is this the first thing that I've seen that is magic? Like actual magic?
Yeah, pretty much.
What is
I want to
that?
go like this. This is what it looks like to me.
That's what magic looks like to you?
Yes.
All these things are doing
Also,
this.
it's tiny. Come here.
Right about now is when you guys all need to make a perception roll that's outside.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. You guys aren't outside.
Is he outside yet?
Did he?
I am outside.
Astute
I'm like
boosts this
running over
perception,
to you
right?
guys.
So I rolled an 11.
Okay.
I got
Plus
a 16.
astute.
25.
Okay, so yeah, you're on lookout and you're looking around, and both of you guys are like doing your little thing with the magic knife, and you know, and you guys hear, "Don't panic, don't panic," as Steve comes backing out of the house. Don't panic, it's okay, it's all right. Let's not panic. And he turns and looks at you guys.
I'm gonna go.
I'm like, guys.
What do I need to panic about?
We're just
Guys,
like.
guys.
You see her holding a glowing little.
Is she pointing it
blade.
at him?
Are you
pointing
about to
at him?
Scalpel?
Are you about to
No,
stab Hector?
we're having fun.
We're having a conversation.
Yeah. What do we need to panic about?
So Yuki and Rainer are caught in some cages.
John.
Wait, Yuki is
How
caught
big
in
was
a-
this cage?
Because
if it was human
Okay.
size, I got balls.
It's like, yeah, you got bonked.
You know what? This might be
I can
a
just
very good
stand up.
position for us.
Kind of ideal.
I think we should
It's
help
heavy.
them out. I mean, I'm just saying.
I think we should let them
But you
think
got
about
enough
their
ability, you're
actions.
able to-
just for a few
Crazy
minutes.
as Rainer is, I think we should go get him. He might
Yeah.
go crazy and do something we don't want.
Yuki's bound to burn that
Fair.
entire place down if she can reach through the cage and grab a torch or something.
Fair.
We have to go let her out.
I still have a torch. Does he know
But
that?
I'm busy.
I got
Look
balls.
at all this stuff.
I know. I need you to make a roll.
Oh wait!
13.
Okay, so thankfully there's holes you can see. It's a small area, but it's not a tight area.
Wouldn't she need to make the same roll for being in a cage?
Yes.
We're about to have a panic.
That's why I was doing you guys first.
Oh, she's jailed.
And also, I'm just like,
It's a 9
shrink,
plus-
shrink so I can split, shrink so I can split, split, then through,
I got
bars,
16.
shrink, bars through.
Okay, yeah. So you're
I'm gonna walk in the room.
I'm more pissed that I got balls.
you're a little angry that it fell on you. It hasn't dawned on you that you're imprisoned yet.
It's
You just think-
self-imprisonment.
You're just thinking like, okay, it's like a net, you know.
guys.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it hasn't quite hit you yet.
can I do that?
Rainer's
Just
freaking.
Shrink
Yep.
through bars.
So meanwhile-
through, bar, shrink through.
You hear him saying this. Everyone outside, what are you guys doing?
No,
I'm gonna
we
go-
should definitely go help them.
Come.
Yeah,
Come.
I'm gonna go.
I'm not done with
I got balls.
Come.
What's up?
Come.
Hey, can I put on those gloves?
Yes, no. Yes, no.
Yeah, you
We're
can
going in the
Stop
house.
putting on
my
vaguely
goodness, what-
magical things.
Okay.
slide them on, and yeah, you've got them on.
Okay.
Yep.
And they don't, like, chop off his hand?
No, they don't. No, they
These
just
are
pose them on and they
comfy.
fit. They're really nice.
Obviously, I took off
They're
my other
fingerless.
gloves.
This is gonna be real fun when I go through all this later and so it's this curse and this curse.
Oh, man, you know, there's no curse like not healing, so I don't really mind. It can't get worse. It really can't.
Guys, house, now.
Oh, fine. No,
Going
wait.
in.
Am I able
I'll
to
follow
get
Steve
out?
into the
Okay, so you follow Steve in. You go into the. So the
Can
three
I
of you
hear
come
him
in.
doing
You guys. Oh yeah, as
this?
soon as you're like 5 feet away from the door, you're hearing, "Shrink, small, please,
Yeah.
out. I need."
So I just start like
the rest of the party and go, I don't know that spell.
I'm gonna.
I'm carrying all the things. I didn't leave anything outside.
Okay,
Just like
So-
all
so
the
you
things.
grab the-
bundle it up as much as I
Okay.
can, and
Wait, can I want his pants like
there's
scarves
also
or-
2 short
Yes, you can do
swords.
that.
Cool. Shorts, I want those.
You okay?
So she grabs the 2 short swords.
And
'Cause those
I'm
are
carrying
the ones
everything
that
else.
Also back to the
So
bedroom with me, right?
Yeah.
You said he threw
One
the
of
shadows
them.
at me.
One of them
throw
may
the-
have, but he only threw one of them.
Is the cage too heavy for me to trip?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're as you hear them coming in, you guys see she's in a cage it's only 6 feet tall,
Oh, this is great.
I got bonked.
Oh.
and she's
I'm
8
upset.
feet tall. So she's like crouched in it, and she just can't quite get the leverage. You hear her go,
It's alright, big cat lady. I brought the cavalry.
Fast.
and you see him going through. Come on.
Need help
Through,
there?
through,
able to
hello.
work?
Through. No.
How small do you have to get to be between those bars?
Does the cage have
So
a
the bars
door?
are about this close
Okay.
together.
I was
You
just
okay
seeing
there,
if I was-
Rainer?
Does the cage have a door?
No.
Are there
I
any
was
lock?
seeing if I was small enough.
Are there any lock holes on
Is
there?
it-
No,
Not a
but there
cage.
are ropes
Can I use an
Fred
investigation?
would be so
going
proud.
straight
John.
up into the rafters.
Oh,
So there's a counterweight.
somewhere.
Can I? I'm like, okay. I want to try to get on top of her cage. I want to try to climb the rope to see where it goes to.
Help her up.
High or low?
Oh, sure. Help the cat first. I see.
Low.
Okay, so you get up and you start pulling on the rope, and it just
Helping me to help
and
you.
it just comes all down. You see the end was cut.
Oh well, this is great.
I'm gonna
Turmal,
attempt
can
to.
you lift it?
I'm gonna
However,
attempt to tip one of them.
However,
you know, as you were looking up and you're trying to see that, you also see that there's like 12 more up there.
everyone be careful where you step.
Don't
Like-
tell me what to do.
Why?
There's definitely like 12 more of these cages in the ceiling.
I don't take orders from you, dwarf.
Please?
Get the cage.
Oh, since you said please.
Why are you helping the cat first?
I'm gonna
Okay,
jump, I'm
Rainer.
gonna jump from the cage I'm on top of his cage.
we are
Too
like
far?
completely
Oh, I don't know how far
they
away.
they are
They're really far away? Never
yeah,
mind
fairly
Let me
fairly
to
far
help
apart.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, help me to help you. You're
No,
cat,
no,
you
just to let you
throw
guys
everyone.
know, you guys walked farther to get to her
Oh,
I
we
didn't
passed.
go there.
than him.
Yeah.
I stopped.
Okay, so
Yeah.
his cage. Okay, so instead of her cage, his cage, or did you go all the way to her cage?
His cage.
Okay, so this is all on his cage, not your cage. You're still trying to lift it alone. Okay, glad we did that.
I'm gonna attempt to tip the cage over.
Okay,
I'm still
roll
on
a strength
top. I'm
check.
gonna
What's your
jump
strength?
off the
Use your weight to help me roll it. My strength
This is gonna hurt.
is 6.
Okay, roll.
If he's reaching
And
down,
I'm
I'll help
gonna
him.
I'm gonna
Okay.
lean to the top because I'm on top.
12.
Okay,
Be careful you don't trigger another plate with that.
12.
My strength's a 3.
okay.
I can't see
So
anything.
both of them, you know, the Minotaur reaches down and starts lifting it up, and Just Eve
11.
puts his shoulder into it, and the dwarf leans back, and the whole thing rocks. And it's really heavy.
Can I help them now that they're lifted?
Roll.
Scramble.
15.
And Michael, you're just walking in the door holding all
I'm
this
not
stuff.
gonna go far
You're
in.
like,
I can't see much.
I'm just gonna
I'm just
sit and
guarding
wait
the
till they're
thing.
done.
I have none.
okay, what'd you roll?
15.
Okay, yeah. So between the four of you, it hits the ground and it hits hard. You guys hear "Ka-dong!" It actually indents a little bit into the wood. You see a nice ring where it actually
shit.
hit.
Do I need to make
That was
You
loud.
do need to make an agility check to not get crushed.
I'm on top.
Yeah, but you're leaning
You're
back and it's going that way.
I just have to say that. Who the hell puts the trap here but the cage all the way back here?
That's a 17.
They knew you were gonna jump in.
Plus
buddy.
my agility, which is a
Okay, yeah, no, you're fine.
5.
Yeah. So, and as it goes over, you see her just sort of like jump up and roll towards you on the
On top of
cage,
the cage.
and she pops down as it hits.
Nice. My thought is that they think they're so good that anyone who would best them and get in would be skilled enough to think to jump
Alright,
back.
anyways.
So they're just outthought
I
you.
was going to continue, carefully walking.
Okay. Roll a perception roll. You don't have thieving skills.
No,
do
I
you?
don't.
Okay.
I do, and I'm stuck.
Hey, Michael, I need you to make a roll for me too.
Sure.
While you're just sitting back there looking.
You bet. I'm looking. Okay, that's double 9s. One moment. 18 and 12 is 30.
Yeah. So you're sitting there watching them. And you see them walking. What did you roll?
Dim light.
Yeah, in the dim light. What'd you roll?
12.
12. Okay. Yeah. So you see another little. I mean, they're really well hidden.
Is this perception?
Yeah.
Then astute on top.
Yeah.
30. So.
And as you're sitting back there looking, Michael, you
Yes.
actually suddenly can see where all of the traps are.
Hey,
It's
guys.
almost like your eyes are drawn to them.
Guys, okay, so I can point out each of these traps for you if you want.
Where are they?
Well, and I'm going to walk nice and slow and kind of like point my foot at one as I pass it. There's one right here.
It's like 2 inches from
And-
just Steve's foot.
and
There's-
then I'm going to walk to the next one, and I'm just going to go down the hole very slow.
There's one here where you were about to set your halberd on.
there, just like kind of there with my foot, and
Shit,
all the way down the
something to
hallway.
mark them.
I don't have any free hands right now, and I'm just gonna do and point out each one once, and no more than once, and go, to the other end. of the
Okay,
room that we were
to where
going
she's
to.
at.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. He sort of makes his way, telling you where not to step.
Okay.
I'm gonna get inside my vest and see if I have something to mark those with because I want to be able to see them. I
Coins?
don't want anybody to trip over.
Chalk.
High or low?
Coins?
Oh, you could just put down a coin on each
Three.
one,
Yeah,
but then you
coins.
lose money.
Yeah, there's coins. There's also that chalk stick.
Oh!
And by stick, I mean it's like that big round.
Okay.
it's like
Perfect.
that.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
I go over to each spot.
Don't
and
push
draw
too-
like a little
okay.
circle around them. Yeah.
And
And
this
as you're doing, you
one-
realize some of them have to be bigger circles, and some of them are really small circles.
Well, let's.
They're really well hidden. I mean, you're kind of impressed from a craftsman standpoint because some of them look like just knots in the wood.
Oh.
And I mean, they went all out to try to make it so people couldn't just see
This
these.
is definitely the work of my grandfather.
And I'm
So,
not,
so it's really hard to understand how he is.
This is definitely the work of my grandfather.
and so do I see like all of them in the whole
Oh,
room?
I mean, yeah,
Perfect.
you're
No,
looking.
I'm not going to stop at her. I'm going to go down the whole way.
Okay.
And just kind of point to
To the kitchen or toward the
one.
hall?
So it's like you
Whichever
see
direction
some
I'm
of the
going.
torches. If you try to light that torch, it's actually going to trigger another trap.
So I'll
and
just point at the torch with my eyes like that one.
that torch right there.
Don't light it.
Follow the mark.
Don't light it.
I'm gonna
That's an
follow.
Freaking 30s.
an unusual
I'm
light.
slowly just pressing down into the ground and just trying to like put my arms and
Yeah, I was saying
scratching.
I'm a bit of an unusual idea. You guys want to help get her out next? You want to throw me into the ceiling and I can see if I can see any more traps from up there?
I thought you didn't want to be thrown.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna follow him all the way down the hallway.
So
Yeah, if
he's
he's-
are you going to the hallway or are you staying in the main
This
room?
is
I'm just triggering, not triggering. I am identifying all traps in the room.
Okay, he's identifying all the traps in the main room, not the glowing hallway.
Okay, well, I'm gonna walk out into the
Not the
Okay.
kitchen.
And
You're not the
Nope.
kitchen area, which you were originally heading towards. Are you going back to the kitchen area or the glowing? I just need to know.
Which way is? I thought it was there.
The kitchen was over to the right from the
I
front
heard you
door. The
wanted a
glowing hallway
kitchen,
was to
so
the
I
left.
went to find you a kitchen.
and I'm happy to
I'm heading to the
highlight
kitchen.
any traps anywhere that I know of.
So you go to the other side. He
Any.
just starts highlighting this one, and you just sort of mark them all in that main room. There's a door on the other side. You open it up, and the kitchen's in it.
Okay. Is there anything in there? Like trap one?
Roll.
Hey, if you want your food, here's some now time to help me. Oh, that'll help.
Nice.
Let me out.
16 plus
28.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. You see a couple traps. They're actually very easy to notice in here because this is also where they cook, and the grime from cooking is sticking on it, mostly grease.
All right, walk in. All right. Now, what looks good?
Oh, there's lots of amazing.
No, I was talking to her.
looking for-
What looks good?
apple.
There.
Completely gone.
Cord shoots out of your vest.
No, she's only this tall. It's going to take her a while to eat a whole
A
apple.
seed
I
shoots
I
out
don't
of
know,
your
John. She was
I know.
very hungry.
Yes, I know.
Shoots out of your vest.
So you guys see him go into the kitchen. You guys are marking the traps. You two.
Second cage.
Okay.
Help.
Make an intelligence roll
What? Why do we need that?
because he's got skills.
15.
Okay, so based off how the other one toppled over and the weight, you can pretty much figure out leverage with
I
your
was about
halberd.
to say halberd.
Oh, you're smart. Okay.
And so, while they're doing this, you hear thunk as the butt end of the halberd sinks into the wood, and roll to lift the cage.
I'm
And roll to
desperately
help.
trying to. Yeah.
16.
Tiny help.
8.
Okay. And you see him go, "Arr!" and puts his shoulder under it, and the whole thing starts rocking back. You see her fingers,
Don't get him crushed.
tung,
Did it
and it
trigger
falls
any
over.
traps?
No.
Good.
No.
Very nice.
Right on.
God, that's so loud. Why'd I do it a second time?
I'm just gonna scramble to the kitchen, avoiding the traps.
Avoiding the marked traps? Okay.
You're welcome.
Careful before you enter. Careful.
Right about now, you guys are done marking all the traps.
I'm just gonna jump over.
Finally.
Can you still see traps? Or is it just in this room?
Can I still see traps or just in this room?
Roll
Go to the kitchen and look.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, roll.
Okay. So I have to look again.
Yes.
I saw where they were in the kitchen.
12.
Yeah, you walk in and it's very obvious. I mean, you see the grease hanging from the lines.
I mean, you
and,
see me.
you see him
normally.
standing there.
Again, with my either head or my eyes or my foot pointing at the things.
Yeah, there's like 3 traps in there. One is on the actual door that the meat's in, which he has already
These guys are amateurs.
undone, and the other ones are the most pressure around
Obvious.
around the food. They're very obvious. For those ones.
Obvious.
I'm gonna walk back out into the main
I'm gonna
room
wander.
because I want to know what's in this main room.
So the main
I
room.
want to start searching the main room.
Okay,
first.
so there's
I'm gonna
there's
grit out the
cabinets.
fucking
There's cabinets on the walls. In the
Okay.
cabinets, there's all sorts of bottles filled with liquids. There's plates. There's dishes, all put away nicely in the cabinets, and there's a ton of tables.
And there's a ton of tables.
And of course the traps and a lot of chairs.
And
like-
the
I
traps.
mean, it looks like you could probably fit 100 people
inside this main hall.
inside this main hall, and there's only 10 thieves.
I'm gonna go check some of those cabinets. I want to make sure that there's like nothing inside there.
No, and there's also
Just
stairs.
so is
There's
it like
also
a
some
China
stairs going up.
Stairs,
like a
hall,
China hutch?
kitchen.
Yeah, it's more like the rugged hutch, like is in the.
Oh, so you can
The
clearly
thing.
fucking see.
Yeah,
like,
you
all
can
the
see,
tickets.
and then there's some stuff, some closed cabinets on the bottom that you can open up and see stuff in there.
I'm gonna
That's
go
where most of the plates are. Lots of bottles filled with liquids unmarked.
Lots of bottles filled with liquids unmarked. Then I'll probably let me go ahead and head up the stairs. I want to see what.
Oh, and there's also a couple barrels, some of which are liquor casks.
Okay.
I'm gonna start raiding the kitchen as
So
well.
she's in the
Upstairs.
kitchen.
Raiding.
Can I place all the effects on a table?
Oh yeah.
And can I take off the gloves and hand them to Yuki? Say, hey, lady, these are for you.
Hello.
Oh, then if I can even take them off?
No.
Hi.
So you start to take them out, and they get really snug, but you're able to wiggle them off.
Okay.
You almost wind up turning them inside out as you do, but
And
yeah.
I don't want to.
From the other room, you
You're
hear.
like,
And it's just like, hey, hold out your hands. Can I stick them on her hands?
So you see him trying to get them off, and they don't come off that easily. And then,
Trust me, they'll stretch. You may have big hands, but really,
I'm gonna let him put them on.
okay, yeah, they
People
stretch.
don't give 'em-
It feels weird as they stretch, and they.
From the
You
other
like
side of
those?
the room, you hear,
People don't
stop
give
putting on random magic items!
hey, wait, I need your eyes. I need you to look at these. Can I show her the thief's gear?
Yeah, they're just a bunch of picks.
Even the
Oh.
the breastplate, the leather
Can I
armor, the
sneak
2
it?
daggers from
Oh, I
him.
forgot you're carrying that too.
Can I take the lockpicks? Or the
We have-
thieves'
I mean,
picks?
yeah, you see him put out some thieves picks, you pick them up.
But
no problem.
it would be
Actually,
better
I
for
need you to
everyone
roll
to
real
carry
quick.
their own things.
I'm going
That's good.
upstairs.
Okay.
16?
I want to go to that
16.
golden room.
16? Okay, the glowing room?
That's where I wanted to go.
Okay. Yeah. So you're laying out the stuff and everything as you're putting stuff down, and she's like, "I'll check them later." And she walks off,
Okay.
and
I'll
he's
watch the
walking in
stuff.
that direction.
It's
You
not
guys
going to
see
go
just
anywhere.
Steve going up the stairs.
I'll check read the boat and then we can.
Careful
You
up
see you
there.
notice you grab them and put them. I mean, it's like
And I'm gonna grab whatever food's available and put it in my backpack.
okay. Yeah. Oh, there's lots of food. It's not all going to fit in your backpack. There's barrels of like food.
Probably.
A lot of salted meats and things like that.
Okay, I'm gonna put some good rations
Okay.
in my
Is
backpack.
there a chest or a bag or something in the kitchen that I could just put all this stuff in? So
I have a
don't
bag.
have to loosely carry it.
I have a bag.
I didn't ask Lo.
Yeah, there is. There's a couple like burlap sacks.
One will do as long as it fits.
Okay.
I just want
you
to put
can-
the gear
you can
in.
kind of put. It doesn't fit well, but
No,
you
but
know.
as long as it fits.
I'm gonna
I'll
help
just,
him
it's
and
better than loose carry. So.
Okay.
I'm gonna help
I
him and
am
I'm
still
gonna
wearing
carry it.
Riordan's pants like a scarf, by the way.
You're still wearing what?
Riordan's
Riordan's
pants like
pants.
a scarf.
Okay.
She
That's
has
what
her
I thought you
trophy.
said. I just.
Yeah.
She has her trophy. It's fine.
Okay, so the two that go to the glowing hall.
You have gloves.
You walk to the hall.
Do you want a pencil?
It's glowing. It looks like what's on the screen if you guys can see it.
It's there.
As you go down, make some perception rolls.
I would also like to make a checking for magic roll.
Figured.
So that's doubles.
They're both rolling doubles over there. Holy crap.
Sorry, John.
So 21.
I don't know you people.
This is what
Okay,
you get for
so
trying to
you
kill
guys-
us.
Perception, and then do you want me to do my magic checking roll?
You should
No,
just
it's
let
all
me
going
do
to be
it.
included. So as you guys go down there, the first thing that surprises you guys is there's no traps.
Yeah.
Everywhere else, there's traps. This hallway, there's none.
Did she do a magic check?
I did.
Okay.
And you don't see any glow of magic either. This is instead of wood, it's stone. And as you go down, it gets hotter
Do I need to know anything about electromagnetic? Do I
and
see anything?
hotter. You roll.
You have thermal vision too, don't
Yeah, I
you?
do.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yes.
10? Yeah, so you're looking in and you can tell that there's an immense heat at the end of the tunnel,
Yeah, these
or
two.
at the end of the
She has
hallway.
one.
And as you get in there, there's smoke going up to the top, and you walk into their forge.
Do we
And it's
see
a
smoke outside?
Huge forge.
We
No,
have
you
a
did
forge?
It's a huge
Would
forges.
this area be
As you're looking at the main floor, it's huge. There's a big section, and you glance up, and you can see another one upstairs, like above it. So you know that there's got to be a way to get up there somehow.
Would a forge setting be familiar to me?
Yeah. I mean, dwarves. You know, they forge a lot of metals, and that's what they work in, and stone.
So I notice anything else with the 41?
No, it's a forge, but it's a really well made forge.
Like things already made.
You haven't seen. I mean, there's all these pipes and things that make no sense for it to be. As far as you knew, forge was like cracked coal that they lit on fire, and they have a bellows, and you don't see a bellows, and you see the fire, and the fire is actually dancing along the coals, and you see all these pipes everywhere, which is a little odd to you as well because you're not used to that either. It's all really well hewn stone. It's like a craftsman came in here and built this past any expectation that either of you have ever seen for a forge. There's amazing work areas. There's huge places to dip the blades or the craft into the water, like huge troughs of water. It's
Are
like
we all together or no?
No, you guys are. These two went on their own.
Perfect.
I'm still going upstairs.
Raina. If this is where they made their weapons, why wouldn't they have any traps here?
Sometimes you're in a hurry.
I mean, fair?
Can
And
I?
as you're exploring, you do find another set of stairs that goes up to the upper forge area.
Can I go toward the rooms with them after?
In a moment.
Okay.
I'll let you know when it
Transition.
lines up because you're.
Perfect.
Up or down?
Is there anything up there
Uh,
besides the second floor?
you go up to the second floor, and do we have a second floor shot? It's up. That's what it looks like.
Pretty. Thank you, Chuck.
No, is there any treasures
Chuck's
anywhere?
You
Is there currently
what
anything being
what you
forged?
don't see is anything being forged, any monies, any currencies. You just see it's all ready to go. There are tools for forging. There's hammers and there's anvils and there's no molds. There is the huge pliers that they use to hold it while it's
Is there iron and
transitioning.
steel?
There is some raw iron there and some raw steel.
It looks like a forge would make a lot more than things for 10 people.
Yes. In fact, a forge like this could probably, if it was working full time, could probably do a small army.
Didn't they say they wanted to move against Duke Ferlante?
She pulls out the paper.
So you know, this is probably their war forge.
When was that? Is there a date on that?
And
not dated.
right about now is when you could be walking into the tunnel where
Okay,
you
yeah.
see everything I've described.
I'll follow her.
Okay. You two.
Still
You upstairs.
Still going upstairs.
I'll hit you up in a second.
I'm interested in the swamp. I don't want anything else to come in
Okay.
on us.
So you're just standing at the door,
Yeah.
looking out. Okay. You go up the stairs. At the top of the stairs, the
Do you want to go to reading?
passage turns. You know, you see a walkway that goes to the left, and you see a door ahead of you.
Okay. I'll go through that door.
Okay. You go up to the door. You're gonna
Like it?
just gonna
I'm
walk
gonna
in.
open the fucking door.
Okay. Higher
Oh
low.
boy.
Why does this have to be complicated? I just want to open the door, John.
Higher low.
That's a 9. So yeah, 5.
Okay, yeah. As you open the door, in the back of your head, you remember traps. And you hear click as the door opens.
Hooray!
I need you to make an agility check.
Nice, Steve.
What does that mean?
2d10, add them together. You have an agility of 3, is that right?
That's really low.
What'd you roll?
I can roll 4.
Oh, what's your total physics? Let me just see your character sheet
Agility
real
is
quick.
3.
Yeah, I just, yeah.
It was a take all your money trap. You've been cursed. All your money's gone. Oh no, you'll never make another cent.
Oh, well, that's
Sorry.
good. Okay. You open the door and you're like, you hear click. You're like, what the? As you hear, and something hits you in the chest
Okay.
and hits the ground and rolls away and leaves a little bit of a welt.
A little bit of a welt.
Yeah, because you're not wearing armor.
But hit the hurdle.
No,
magic there.
your girdle's here. It hit you in the chest.
Oh, I'm wearing the vest.
The vest's open.
Vests are.
Vest.
The vest,
You're
Hit
Aladdin.
all you.
not a jacket. So you take a health as it impacts your chest.
Okay.
But that's it. And a steel ball just sort of rolls away from you.
Great.
You lived.
So I yell down to Hector. Hector!
Yes?
Come here, everybody. I need your help.
Oh, but it's so much more interesting over here. Really, you should come see.
Not my concern about any of the people being targeted in there.
This is amazing. Who built this?
Minotaurs? Yeah. Fishing stripes?
And I just got Antiquarian too. Oh, this is like.
This is you're looking at this going,
Oh.
you know what I can do with this? This is
I actually don't know because I haven't rolled
Right.
mechanical construction on it.
Yeah.
You just said stop.
It's
It's
amazing.
so
It's amazing. Wow.
You're,
I'll get
you're,
back to this.
you're also a little
Become like
confused, even though you have Antiquarian, on obviously
Oh, I didn't
the
care.
pipes are to move air to get air to the coal,
Wow.
but how? And that's
There's
that's
no
where your brain
bellows.
is
What
going.
is this?
Yeah.
It's quite entertaining.
Oh, I'm coming, just Steve. Killing
I'm
my fun.
Follow him.
Okay, so
Just-
you go upstairs then
Yeah.
too. Okay, so
I'm just pack muling.
so you see them. You guys are actually
you
up
carrying
at
the
the
bag?
second forge. You
Thank you.
look in as those two walk in. You hear the bellowing, and you hear the talking back and forth, and both Hector and Yuki walk the other way.
Well, let's go see what our idiot friend has gotten into.
What is it, Steve? I mean, just
You
Steve.
guys have
I'm
I
a
need
follow.
you to check
Okay.
this room.
So all of you guys are following
and the
over
top
there.
floor for traps, if you don't mind. I
Yeah.
just got hit in the chest with this little ball, and it really hurt.
Perfect. So I'm just gonna open the door the rest of the way because it's already
Okay,
open.
yeah, it's already open.
And then
Roll.
looking in. Nope, it's all clear. Go ahead, Steve.
Check the hallway, please.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll.
Oh.
A 9.
Yeah, no, I mean you don't see anything.
Yeah, exactly.
No traps.
No, I don't see anything. Man. After you.
I go walking.
Meanwhile, roll perception roll. 2d10, add them together.
Oh, it's perfect. 17.
17.
Okay, so as he's saying, yeah, there's no traps, you're like, I see 8 in the room. And another... That leads down to the hallway that you know that there was at least 20 traps down.
If he dies, I have dibs on the vest.
Okay.
You hear that.
If he dies, I want the gold.
There are traps in here.
I want the gold if he
Just
dies.
great, you guys.
Damn it, Yuki.
And you guys
You
are
don't know
coming
he
up
has
the
gold.
stairs as you hear her say, if he dies, I get his...
I know he has gold.
You're in his pouches, but I want his pouches.
I want the gold.
I want his stuff if he dies.
I want his money.
You hear her say, Steve, I'm just trying to help you.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
As he stops going into the room, I'm assuming?
Yeah, as I stop.
Can I push him?
I will go to
Can I
look.
push him?
Can I look to see what I see?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. You can try.
Just a little nudge. Just to get him
An
going.
18.
Okay, yeah, you see like 2-3 traps in there.
10. I got a 10.
Yeah, you push him.
Just a little.
Cat comes up behind you, push you. You're like, hey!
Hey, what are you doing?
Just a little.
Don't push me.
Damn it, Patches.
Faster.
Faster. Okay.
Pushing people into traps.
Okay, then I'm going to step around him and I'm going to go. The ones that I see, I can say, okay, you need to move around. I want to guide him past the ones
Okay.
I can see at least.
Okay,
All right, so we're gonna mark those,
I'm
Okay.
gonna start.
so he marks those.
and I'm never trusting
Slinking.
Hector again.
I'm,
Just let you know,
I'm,
Hector, you're dead to me.
I'm gonna start slinking past him.
Okay.
Just
And it
faster,
looks
okay? I
like
was
it's a
wondering if we could
bedroom.
make
There's
something
a nice desk.
There's
a bedroom. You see a couple of your chests against the wall.
Are there pillows?
As we're walking next to
So you go
him.
pouncing on the bed. Okay. Cat pounces on the bed.
Make something for me?
Yeah, definitely. Not a problem. Whatever you want.
Oh, his
You
toes
name
can't
it.
kill you.
The main question is, do
Anyways.
those chests fit in your pockets?
Oh, do the chest fits in my pockets?
In the pockets?
No, but the gold would.
I heard
The
it.
chest?
Because it's just gold, right?
So
It's
you,
just
you
coins.
see him.
He comes
He
sprinting
grabs a
into
chest.
them.
He opens it up, dumps it into one of the pockets in his vest,
Rainer, you see
and
that?
then he pops open the other one and takes out a small crystal
Oh, good.
looking
good.
ball thing, and he puts that in another one of his pockets.
Ooh,
This was the ball! I don't even put it in my pocket. I'm like, yes!
I pounced him for it!
Can I just, based on sight, can I see if there's anything about it?
There's not.
Okay.
It's really
It's a crystal
interesting. You're holding it up. It's like a lens.
Oh.
Any other
Everything's
chests?
magnified on the other side. The cat's looking like she's gonna pounce you. He quickly puts it away.
Yeah.
Are there any other chests or
This is why we
anything?
can't have shiny things.
Your
In the
eyeballs are
room,
shiny.
no, there's papers and there's things like that at his desk, but it looks like this was his bedroom.
This
Like,
was
what do the
better.
papers say?
They're blank.
Oh, they're blank
They're
papers.
blank papers.
We have to check out the other room down the hallway.
Yeah, I'm gonna go search the other room.
Can I help him with that? I will willingly.
Okay, so you go with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're trying.
Roll your perception.
You're going
will.
with me?
Yeah,
no. I'm not trusting this at
It's
all.
okay, and I have a 5 anyways.
Okay, roll perception.
This is.
Roll
for
perception.
me?
You.
Oh,
Hold on.
God. Okay. 20.
I'm gonna follow them too, but I'm gonna
Okay,
take a pillow with me.
Perception.
32.
What are we rolling perception for?
Checking for traps.
Oh my god. 36.
17.
No, 32 plus 8 is.
I got 11.
Michael's gonna identify all the traps in the universe.
And his brain explodes.
45.
Yeah, no, so
boy.
you actually know where the rest of the 15 traps are that are
should
down
take-
there.
I am sorry.
And you see, as
Steve.
he's
It was a
marking
prank.
them, you can
It's
I'll
not
show
very
you.
funny whenever you're
I'm
playing
so
with someone's
sorry.
life.
Mark him.
Yeah, but is it really? And I'm just gonna be pointing to all the things.
Where the traps are?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out the stick
Take
of
the
chalk
chalk.
and be like, mark them yourself, bitch.
Okay, fine. And I'm gonna miss one.
Okay. You see he misses a trap. What did you roll on your perception?
18.
Okay, yeah. High or low to see if you notice the one that he missed.
Low.
Yeah, you see
My
him
perception
purposely
was
miss
also
one.
an 18.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm
you
not
guys
gonna-
all...
I'm not going to
Yeah.
We all
mention that
know.
one.
Sorry, Steve.
I definitely want to step on this trap now.
It's only a
Well,
chance
the papers
you may
pulled
not.
Earlier, they
Yeah.
don't have anything on them. It was
They
just
don't have
parchment.
anything. They're blank
What about
papers.
the other
Might
part?
right
You said
through.
there's other parchment.
Yeah,
in
there's
the
other
room?
parchment in the room. It's all blank too.
All blank. Okay, then
Yeah.
with this, I was just wondering if there's any way I could use just. I want to look through it and see if I can use like the coding skill on it to see if there's any code.
Sure, roll.
I'm never going to roll
No,
this well
Sean.
again.
No.
And you rolled that well to identify traps.
It's a
Yeah,
19.
I'd waste it.
19.
This is
Yes.
a nice sword.
You actually,
There's a code?
you actually figure out a code. The first word of the number of line, the first letter of the first word.
Of every line.
So the first line, it's the first letter of the first word. Second line, it's the first letter of the second
Let
word.
me go through and do this real quick.
And at this, let's go to break.
Perfect.
So we'll be back in just a few moments while give Riley some time to decode the letter.
Oh, do you want here? Do you want a scratch paper?
It's another day to live another fairy tale. It's another night to drink and then forget. Hold on, tomorrow won't wait around forever. Come on, regret will bed another stranger if you find we only have a day tonight. We only have a day tonight to live and never pray, to play and never die. It's in the book of stars, the dusky twilight in my eyes. Shadows of our lives dancing in the pool they rise. Hold on, tomorrow won't wait around forever. Come on, regret will bed another stranger if you find we only have a day tonight.
is too loud. Of course it is too loud because I forgot to do that. Sorry about that. So, welcome back again. Thank you guys for giving us. It looks like my code was a little bit too good. I messed it up somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where right now.
The next.
The important. There was 2 sentences that you were going to be able to make out.
I wonder if it restarts here. Because that's where it stops.
Making sense.
Yeah.
Okay. And the sentences that you were able to make out are...
That doesn't even...
I did actually do the code for context, and the second part makes sense, but the first part doesn't.
The first part is Rains has fallen.
Yeah, we don't even have that. Yeah.
There's no A. Yeah.
And Gareth will take mines.
Gareth will take mine. We do have
okay, so this continues.
You named Gareth before.
This continues into 1, 2, 3. That's why.
No, because rain is an
REI.
REIN.
Okay, so regards should not have been its own paragraph.
Okay. That's where
all.
that's where it was. Okay.
Yeah, I'll redo.
So, I got to it. I was coding.
REIN.
So thank you guys for bearing with us. What did you roll on your
12.
A 12. You've heard the name Gareth before. It's a fairly common human name. But in particular, there was some legendary heroes that had fought in a previous war. And one of them was Gareth Sunslayer. And he was half giant.
Ooh.
But as far as you knew, he was a good guy. He was renowned for killing a dragon of the sun. Barehanded. And using its scales to make armor.
Was it actually? Or is it
that's what
mythology?
He knows. But he was a legendary hero from the Third Great War. Because Dragons of the Sun were created during that. So during the war, he literally, from what you know, from the way the stories go, that he killed it with his bare hands and descaled it himself and had someone turn it into armor for him.
That would be somebody to meet.
Okay.
Where were...
One's... Yeah.
Don't know if
So I haven't been told about the letter yet, though, because I'm outside.
Yes. So you're outside keeping guard.
Okay.
Investigations.
And you guys are inside.
Smelling.
We missed a trap.
Yes.
Well, I grabbed those, I pulled those back out, and I sat down and I did that, and I say to the rest of the group, there's a code in here, and I tell them what it said. Here, I'll take the reins.
Does it smell like there have been a large group of people here yet? Or does it still smell relatively
Woody.
clean? 12?
It does smell like there have been, quite a bit of people here, and it's been recently cleaned.
Okay.
While you guys are going through, just Steve would be like, "Well, while you guys are doing this, I've got to go make a few things," and he goes downstairs.
You're sure you don't want to go through the hole?
No, I'm fine. You guys
Really?
check
You
it
seem
out.
very interested.
Yeah,
I'm
but
interested
it looks like it's just going down that way. You guys check it out. Let me know. I'm going to go and I've got to fix some stuff.
He steps out.
And he
Still
goes
talk
downstairs.
about making me that thing later, right?
Damn it.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna scuttle ahead.
This.
What was in the other room?
Don't
Which
step.
other room?
Perfect.
Oh, at the end of the hall?
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys go check that out. And he goes down to the forge.
No, I was asking
Okay. Meanwhile.
to go down there.
Okay, so you guys go down there and check it out. It actually ends in what looks like it's above the forge area, and it's 2 stone walls that are meeting up. It ends in a dead end, but it's a perfectly
Is it a dead
perfect
end? though?
seam
Is it a dead end?
right there.
May I?
Go ahead and roll.
Okay. This is collapsed on itself. 13.
Yeah, it looks like this may have been a trap that was sprung.
Can we try to open this?
It depends. How strong are you?
I'm not.
He's not.
But can we all just? I need help, guys. I'm gonna try to start
See him go-
looking at 17.
Open.
Can I?
Open
How
sesame.
about we stop
can I?
touching magic things?
Wait, it's magic?
He goes. You hear him go open, and it just goes.
Okay. Wow. Open. Thanks, Claptrap.
As magic sort of like you see magic sort of go past you and just
Great.
slide paper thin and move them apart.
Okay.
Can I grab them
And then when the
Learn
magic fades, it slams shut again. But in that interim, you guys do see a ladder that goes up to a hatch. And the hatch, I believe, you left open. So there is some outside light shining down the ladder.
So this is the end of the road.
This is the okay.
Okay. I'm fine to go back where Just Steve is.
Okay.
That's fine by me.
So you guys go back downstairs.
Okay. Oh, thank you. This is going to
Thank
kill
you.
people's ears when we crack these. Can we all do that in unison? Right up next to the mic.
3,
2, 1.
Ready, guys?
How loud would it be?
1.
Probably too loud. So
Two.
what I'm gonna do is.
But I still-
Begging your pardon, viewers.
3, 2. Viewers, 1 second. 3, 2, 1.
Piss poor performance.
Okay, so it didn't
There
crack
was
that
no
loud,
piss.
and I just remembered we have something to drink for those of us that can.
Oh yeah,
Just remembered.
Oh yes, nothing like.
I could
So
try
in that fridge, the
For
small
those-
one
That's not gonna.
under the microwave,
I will have one.
there is a
Are
bottle.
you sure?
For those who want to know,
If someone wishes to grab it,
I'll grab it.
but I don't know if we have cups. Maybe we'll hold it for next week.
Hold it for next week.
We'll hold it for next
hold
week
it for
because we don't have any cups.
That way Chuck can have some.
That way, Chuck can enjoy.
Get your
So,
work done,
we'll
Chuck.
crack that next week. Thank you, Four Eyes Ales, for the beer. We will definitely let people know what it's like next week.
So Pepsi plus beer at the same time doesn't taste bad, but it activates all the fizziness, and you end up just having this fountain of fizz.
Right.
That
Interesting.
just goes and goes and goes. It's interesting. It's an interesting experience. Don't choke.
Who's actually 21 here? Okay.
I'm more than
that's the
21.
fourth.
Wait, you are, but you're
I am.
you're just not eligible.
Well, we're not going to hold it for a month, but might get more next month. Just saying. Okay, so that's what the code was. You guys go back down. You guys hear
May as well
just
join
Steve in the
Chuck.
forge.
Or just Steve.
I'm gonna scout the rooms. Just,
Okay.
Is there anything else that we haven't gone into?
You guys pretty much explored everything. Raridian's room, you guys just sort of cursory glanced at it. There's a variety of inks. There's some really nice pens, a lot of paper. There was the 2 chests that Just Steve grabbed and dumped into his
Vest.
Vest.
Or, yeah, empty space.
And he didn't
I
die.
can see like dressers or anything.
There's dressers. They're full of clothes. They're really nice clothes, but there's nothing.
Is there any armor?
There's
No.
no things in my size.
Yes, because he was about your size.
He's maybe a little chunkier.
Maybe not in your taste,
Plus his pants.
but yeah. There is quite a variety, right?
You have his
Raridian?
pants.
You're
More pants.
More
You're a
pants.
diplomat. Choose some outrageous things
Asking
to just
for
be able to
names.
change into.
I can't see that.
You don't need to know my character's name.
Okay, so the names, just real quick. We have Just Steve, which is Chuck.
He's
We have
gone.
Torvald, which is Zach. We have I almost said Hector. Rainer, which is Eric.
Ray Ray.
We have
Umaya.
Umaya, which is
Brian.
Brian Lee. I'm horrible with names.
You there.
Hector, which is Michael, and Yukihata, which is Kayla.
There we go.
One name was forgotten.
No, the one in his
doesn't say-
pocket.
Why am I
And
so
there's
short?
me, John, the Game Master. Okay. Now that we got that done, please, if you guys can read that, I don't have a monitor that's
Oh, yeah.
close enough or big enough for me to read from
we're
this
good.
distance.
Yeah,
Just
they-
said cool with a smiley face.
Thank you.
Man has accepted.
Okay, so you guys go to the forge. You see Just Steve fashioning little round balls.
Bundles.
I will gladly
Going to
assist him
Gourd around.
with or without his consent.
He actually has, you see, he has like a steel. One of them's made of steel, like really shiny, and it looks like he just finished putting a bead around the edge of it somehow and fashioned that. And he's like, just set that there. And then you also see little casks of gunpowder that
Where did
you
those come
didn't
from?
see before
Okay.
under.
Well, I can assume where they came
he's
from.
working. And he's, he makes like the half. He pounds it out and he fills it with gunpowder and
It's Mr. Smiley.
puts the other one.
Talk to
Then he
him
paints
with
a little
his
smiley
mouth
face on him.
back.
I'll just head to the kitchen again.
Okay, so you're in the kitchen.
I'm gonna go catch up with Torvald. He doesn't know anything that we found.
Okay, and when you were sniffing and trying to tell if there's other people, you also heard a weird noise.
Ooh.
It was unusual. It was really small, and it almost sounded like someone burped, but it was really quiet. And it came from Raynor's chest.
Obviously, I follow him.
Oh, now we're getting into Stargate realms here.
Okay,
His chest is a separate entity.
so you go into the
Treasure
kitchen,
planet, the head
and
of
the
the
cat
chest.
comes in after you.
What do you want? Why can't you ever leave me alone, you damn cat?
Is your chest okay?
Yeah, my chest is fine.
If you have gas, that's okay too. But
What
you
on-
should probably let it come out one way or the other.
What are you
This is
talking
not a
about?
good place to release air.
What are you talking about?
Your chest burped.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Does he smell like one person or two?
Roll.
Oh, yeah.
My. You can go more. Go more. It's gonna be fun. Go more. That was double nines, by the way. Right. So 27.
27.
So you're like, and you smell Raynor, and while his sense is a fairly overpowering one.
You smell bad.
You know, he's wearing
Yes, I was
he's wearing
homeless.
leather armor, and he's been homeless, and he hasn't taken a shower in a while, and he got really sweaty jumping over the wall and doing those aerial things, and while his scent is a very overpowering one, you do smell just, it's almost like a whiff of flowers coming from his pocket.
I'm gonna take out a piece of jerky from my backpack and throw it at his shirt.
Roll to try to get it in the pocket. Roll to try to catch it if you want.
That's a fast kitty.
Do my
What, 9 or
gymnastics help
6?
at all?
It's a 9.
So just agility?
If you have juggling,
No.
that helps.
Wait. Yeah, I do. I have juggling.
Okay, so make a juggling check.
I have 14.
Really fast agility.
Oh no!
Uh,
Oh, he
let's see,
fought it.
20 plus 18 is 38.
Yeah. So you see her toss it, and it's like really quick, and you see him without turning his head or anything. He just tosses it up and catches it.
It's a turkey. What?
You're always eating.
Yeah, what's your point?
Sleight of hand.
No sleight of hand.
No sleight of hand. All just drops it.
It's for later.
How many mouths are you feeding?
One, this is just for later. That way I just, you know?
I have very, very good hearing. There's definitely other munchings.
I think you're just insane.
I'm not the one that
A
talks
true
to
con
myself.
I don't talk to myself at all.
In your head, you hear, "I need something to drink."
Excuse me, I'm just going to grab a cup of water.
What?
You hear from his pocket. It's not that loud, but you know.
Do I have a concept of what this creature is?
I mean,
actually?
you know that there are creatures of every shape and size in this world. So there is a chance it could be anything from an insect to
A talking
a
insect.
sprite, pixie, fey
I highly
race.
recommend saying insect
Another
very loudly.
But you've never
Small
seen
dwarf.
those, you've heard of them.
An even smaller
have
dwarf in his pocket.
You know, sub-dwarf, I mean,
What? I just had,
Sub-
I had an arm twitch at drunk
I'm
my water.
going to
Kinda
very
sucks.
directly at his pocket say, "What kind of parasite do you think lives off another human being?"
I have no idea what you're talking about.
she's
Not
like, she's
talking
got
to
her
you.
face up to your pocket.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to answer. I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, can you
Thinks you're
please
crazy.
just back
You
off?
hear in your head, she can't see me. It's okay.
She just smells bad, okay? Do you not smell this?
No, I smell the jerky.
Oh, that's true. The jerky does smell good.
And my wet hair.
Oh, she's mad at you.
Is my hair wet?
It is now. And that braid is a little bit tighter of a braid than was there before. You pull back, and he must have sweat a lot. His hair is.
You gotta wonder who the puppeteer who is in this. Is it him or her?
Can I punch him in the chest?
You can.
Just a light kind of.
What is your
Smush.
agility? 10. What's your agility?
Thought we were over
7.
the fighting each other's
No.
stage.
Fighting it.
Evidently not.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Does my gymnastics help to dodge this?
Yeah, you can roll a gymnastics check.
She's got martial arts.
I also have weapon
Figure it
faster.
out if you're in the same room.
I've got-
you can see the things
You already
Animalistic
You already
weaponry.
rolled. It was a 16 if you wanted.
10.
Okay.
I mean,
What'd you roll? 16?
it was a 16,
okay.
which
Okay, yeah. So
Yes, he was watching.
you're able to connect, but as you do, he's like sort of like doing a weird backflip
oh
thing,
my gosh.
and so it's like, but you do feel like you brush his shirt.
I'm gonna just throw a punch back.
Okay,
I'm gonna grab his fist.
roll.
My weapon-
Infighting.
or can I hit her with the staff?
Yeah, you could hit it. I mean, you have a staff in your hand.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
can-
going to hit her with the pointy
The
part of my
pointy,
spear.
but-
I'm going to hit her
okay.
with the shaft.
Okay, what's your weapons master?
7.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
I have 13 and height and reflexes.
Okay.
That's
So
just for initiative.
Also, I have advanced training on it. for
Yeah,
my
I know.
advantage.
Also, I have other advantages that just
okay. So
Somehow.
you go to like
pushing it.
you see him go like this, like he's gonna punch you. You go to bat his fist, and the end of the butt of his spear sort of like scrapes across you, but it doesn't really hurt. It's just more like, haha, stay away.
Why are you attacking me?
Meanwhile, you're outside. You're
with just Steve.
with just Steve, so you
not trying
wouldn't
to-
hear any of this.
But
Okay.
I need to like mend our relations.
Okay, so you go outside. You fill him in.
Yeah.
I
Gareth?
see. I mean, there's some Garretts in history. I don't know. Could be anyone within their whatever this is.
I suppose. Also, real quick, those are still fading, right? If I check my hand again.
Yeah, it's still fading.
Okay. Just to be safe, if I walk back over to his body, is there anything that like would identify
He's naked.
as him on his body?
Roll.
He is pantsless, he is shirtless.
I mean, no one said they took his shirt off.
Oh. When you take your vest, it's.
You took the vest and was
No,
outside
they
the
said
armor.
they stripped
took
him
his-
naked.
Okay.
That's 7.
Okay.
Oh no, we took all of
Okay.
it.
So as you're
We took
like
everything off. I
as
went
you're
naked.
investigating him,
Yeah.
so you see her go over to
27.
the headless body, and she starts looking it over and like moving it, and she rolls it over on its back, and you see a magical symbol that you don't really
don't recognize
recognize. But with the 27, you piece together what it's for. It's a form of communication.
Crap.
In fact, it's more like it sent what may have happened to him
Oh,
It's a vital.
that's not
as
good.
it happened to him,
That's really
as
not
he
good.
in his last moments.
Really not good.
You don't know where, and you've never seen symbols like this before.
Kill
So it took a little while for you to. It took a few minutes.
Pretty sure someone knows that we may have killed him. That's what that means in
Dude.
Finnish.
And it's really hard to see, just to let you know. It looks almost flesh tone. It's just because of when you flipped him over, there was some dirt on it, and you rubbed it, and that's when you realized what it was.
Okay. Just
I don't know what you're talking about, but that is worrying.
magic. I'm talking about magic.
I assumed.
You assume much.
You got 2 meatloafs here, okay? Just saying.
They were gonna find out sooner or later, anyways.
Yes, but I'm a bit afraid it might be the same people that the letter was meant to be going to.
Oh, absolutely. I was immediately, yeah.
All right. Also, just besides that, was there anything that like, just in case, because I really don't trust the people at the town that assigned this to us. I'm asking if there's anything else in his body, or if I'm going to have to bring back
There-
his head to prove that he's dead.
I mean, the head's right there too.
Oh yeah, I was gonna grab the head.
You know?
I wanted to take the head.
Okay.
There's another head somewhere.
You've got his halfling head.
You want to carry this? It's not. It's.
Can you wrap it up in something?
Yeah.
You have
I'm going to
extra
take.
pairs of
I'm going
pants.
to take
There's
one
burlap
of the
sacks in
pairs
the
of pants
kitchen.
that I took from him and wrap him up in his own pants.
Why did you collect his pants?
It's a head in the pants.
They were magical pants, right?
No, they're
No,
just
not at
pants.
all? Oh my gosh.
The boots, however.
I'm gonna
do
tie.
have
I'm gonna
boots
take
on
the
the
sack,
bag.
kind of tie
Yeah,
it
the bag.
next to my
Yeah,
helmet,
have
which
the
is hanging
bag.
on my belt.
Perfect.
Okay.
And they will fit me.
Perfect.
No, I have
Meanwhile,
the bag.
you guys in
Just
there
in case.
Kitchen, yeah.
in the kitchen, what do you guys do?
Okay, why are you trying to attack me?
Creatures should not be hidden.
Nothing's hiding here.
So be it. And I walk out the door.
God, I'm gonna kill that cat. Oh, I'm gonna kill that cat in the orc.
I was so trying to make relations
Why is he
better,
orc?
and I failed miserably.
You punched him.
I just love how you're playing one of your restrictions so well. Socially awkward.
and I'm naive, so
Yeah. It's great. I mean,
I
the
don't
two
understand.
together is just wow.
I don't
So
understand
fortunately,
constructs.
you
Why?
rolled really well.
Why is this cat
In fighting
so
I know.
infatuated with you right now?
I'm a shiny thing.
Okay, yes, to be fair. But you're not shining right now, are you? I can't.
As you look in, there's a glow now.
Oh, come on.
When I'm not invisible, I shine.
Yes, I know that, but come on. Don't
I
let
can't
the
be
cat
invisible
see.
all the time. She couldn't. I was invisible.
Okay, good.
was
But
being
she
safe.
smelled you and she heard you burp.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was good food. The apples
Well,
were
yes,
great.
I know
Thank
it
you.
smelled good, but come on, did you have to burp? I mean, I'm a little full too now, but whatever.
Does he know that?
Yes.
You know what? Just don't shake the pocket.
You know I can't stand when you do that.
You can't even stand. What's your point?
Can I hear this? Can I hear this?
You walked out. Yeah, you can hear him talking to himself. You don't hear anything else.
I mean, so you are fully able to rub all the chalk in the whole hallway as you leave.
Don't say that.
some of them.
Some things that you can do to bite somebody else in the back.
So you guys are getting done outside. Are
then
you
we have to
going
go
back
help
inside
her.
with her, or are
We
you
don't
staying
have
outside to watch?
Why are you guys sitting up so
more?
high?
I'm not.
I mean,
See,
nothing seems to be coming.
It's all the way down.
After she told me that it contacted someone, I am even more freaked out, and I'm keeping my eyes peeled.
Must stay watch.
Absolutely.
Well,
Albert placed in front of me, taking it and looking around.
we got the
Fair
loot.
enough.
See, I'm gonna walk back to the bedroom and go, please don't lose his head. He already did.
So you come walking in as you see her stopping and looking at the kitchen weird, and
Was she
Oh,
hear me
I
arguing?
mean-
and then
As
you
soon
hear
as
the
I see
tail,
the
you
cat-
hear Rayner's voice, but you really didn't hear what he
But
said.
as soon as I see the cat alone, defensive stance.
Oh, and then out of the forge area you hear tink, tink, tink. No, you're heating it up too much. Tink.
All right.
Tink.
How about this?
Oh, that's better. Hey, you swing the hammer for a little bit. I got to mix some more.
Yeah, all right.
So
How hard?
defensive stance.
That's.
Hi, Yuki. What's up?
Ray doesn't like me.
I mean, I like the nickname.
Don't you dare start that! And you shut up! Stop calling me that!
Don't worry, Ray Ray.
Oh, I'm gonna kill everyone.
You hear?
You know what? You keep calling me that! Yeah. Keep calling me that name. I dare you.
I'm just gonna sulk
You're
my
not
way
very threatening when you're in
outside.
a different room.
What are you talking about?
You didn't tamper with the chalk, did you? Oh, you're too nice.
I just slouch and.
You also
get
notice
out.
that all of the equipment that Hector had gathered is in a burlap sack on a table.
Oh, it's actually she's been.
I've been carrying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No
I
one
didn't-
said that. I heard it was
It's
on
okay.
the
I
table.
noticed the sack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you noticed she's got
That
the
was
sack.
before
Did we
break.
specifically say we didn't have burlap last time?
It was in the kitchen.
I
You
don't know.
didn't. They found it in the kitchen. You guys didn't have it last time, but it was here.
What
in
about
the kitchen.
burlap?
And you guys actually
Someone
have a couple
specifically
chests
asked in the
upstairs.
chat.
Yes.
Interesting.
It's an inside
Was
joke.
it you? Because you're allergic to burlap?
No.
Was it you last in
It's
the chat?
possible to be allergic to physically be allergic to
She
burlap.
touches it, she gets hives.
It's bad.
Not good.
In real
So
life.
nasty.
Just
Yuki,
FYI.
is that the equipment that Hector and I got?
Grab. Put it down in front of her.
It's a lot.
And you
I'm
start
gonna sit.
working through it. Okay, so just out of curiosity, your armor is destroyed.
Oh, absolutely.
You're hearing noises from inside.
I was thinking, like, do I want to walk away? Because, okay, if I hear it, then yeah, I'm gonna head in.
Okay.
I'm going to take one close look and close the door behind me as I go in.
Okay. He grabs the door, pushes it, he slides back into place. Perfect.
Also,
Now,
you said I could hear
this
the
is still the
word
dead of
custom,
night,
I'm gonna
right?
go,
What?
This is still the dead of night, right?
Yeah, it's still the dead of
Perfect.
night.
Yeah,
So
okay,
it's
good.
since I can hear them working, I'm often go, Hector, when you get the chance, I also want to see those things that you're wearing, because I really don't think you should be wearing them.
Alrighty.
And you walk in, and just Steve, you see them making these little round things.
How many of them are they making?
Lots.
How many have they
Just a
made?
couple.
Dozen.
It's fine. I also like that I have Weapon Master Demolitions.
Yeah.
But that doesn't help me build the things. It just helps me blow them up.
It also helps you handle them so they don't blow up.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's
job.
That's a desirable trait.
it's a desirable trait. Yeah. So right about now, between the two of you, you're finishing the third one.
Okay.
Because it takes a while to heat the metal and to shape it, and
then it has to
perfect,
cool all
and
the
it's
way
gotta
down.
cool all the way down before
try
you put
and
any
fill it.
gunpowder
Yeah.
or anything.
Or
in
you
it.
better let it cool.
So
I'm gonna take my armor off. Well, could you help me with this?
Hey, just Steve, I'm going to take a break.
okay,
I mean, what have you got?
Oh, he's
My full plate armor is trashed.
you see, like there's huge gashes in it, and it needs some repair badly.
Well, actually, don't we have a breastplate in a bag?
Yeah, there's one out there.
It's mostly together.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not
Full
Minotaur
plate,
size.
and it's not-
full plate.
It is a breastplate. It's better
It's
than
not
nothing.
as nice as what I have by far.
Let's see, and what can I do with
Yeah,
this?
Steve looks over and goes, "There's more steel upstairs. There's some bars up there.
I'll go get those.
If you go to the stairs, you should be able to. That'll take like 5 minutes.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what I'll do.
I'm also skilled.
Okay,
in that,
maybe 10
so-
minutes. If you're doing it, it'll be 3 hours. But that's okay.
Is that so? And I'll do it faster and better. Will mechanical construction help with this at all?
Yes, mechanical. This is what it's for.
I also
I
have
have this
mechanical
skill.
construction.
Okay.
Perfect, we can do this
We
together.
can work together.
Let's
okay,
do this.
so what's your rank of mechanical construction?
Dose.
4.
Okay. And you have antiquarian, which helps.
Yes.
So both of you roll and tell me what you guys roll.
Mine is not great. It's 11.
19.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
11.
11, 19. Between the two of you guys, you're like, okay, I have to wait for the steel to melt and shape it. And Just Steve occasionally looks over, oh, no, that one over there, and tells you to use a different tool for it. And
Perfect. Learning things.
yeah,
Yay.
you guys learning things together.
And this is when John gives us our own,
Skills.
skill stuff.
Stuff that you may
Little
not have
bit
had
extra
beforehand,
ranks
but
later.
now do. But yeah, anyway.
Hey, that explains why I can do mechanical construction now.
Yes.
Is
look
the
at that.
breastplate that's in the pile of armor stuff better than my?
There's a leather breastplate in the pile of armor.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a studded leather breastplate in the pile of armor.
Is some of that stuff better than regular
When I
leather?
was going through everything,
Yeah.
you said a lot of them I could tell were magical.
Yes.
Does anything have like runes or anything like that?
So as you're looking at it, like for example, the armor that you guys stripped off of him,
Oh,
Hey,
Riordians?
I keep grabbing the mouse, thinking it's attached to my laptop, and for some reason it just does not move the thing I want it to move.
I have a wireless mouse if you want to hook it up
So
to your laptop.
No, it's not that. It's just I keep trying to move it.
Was part of the thief's gear was it a leather breastplate or was that a steel breastplate?
It was a leather breastplate
Okay.
that he had.
I'm just
So,
figuring-
for example, the leather armor that you took off of him,
Right.
as Riley, as you look on the inside of it, you do see mystical sigils, and that's fairly easy to figure out that it's basically magical armor. It's a little bit sturdier, and it helps out. It makes a person a little bit harder to hurt.
Was that Riordians or was that
was Riordians.
that was not the bandits? Okay.
No, it's not the bandits.
Okay. I just make sure like nothing that I need to use like read magic for. Like that.
Not for that armor. I mean, some of the stuff is pretty self-explanatory. The read magic is more what you'd need for scrolls and that sort of thing. But for identifying items, if they're sigils, they're very specific for specific things, like protection or
And I'm gonna
sharpness or things like that.
come and tap you on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Hector had, Hector give.
And she holds out her hand.
Oh, the fingerless gloves that were smaller on my hands.
Why does everyone keep putting on magic? Okay.
What does
No,
it do?
What did we see?
Roll.
Nothing at all. Gloves of glowing.
They're not glowing.
Gloves of
They
radiance.
just have
18.
mystic. I'm sorry?
18.
Okay. From the outside,
Plus my
they don't
feedback
look
country
that
marker.
bad. You start taking them off, and you pull it off, and you see the symbols. And then as you take them all the way off and pretty much put them inside out, you can actually see like there's veins there's tracings of where magic is actually running through currently. From a couple of sigils that are glowing on the inside with magic. I mean, they're not glowing, but they're mystically glowing.
I'm just gonna take the other one off and pass them to you.
Can I tell what they do?
Yeah, and with your roll, they give somebody, it boosts somebody's innate abilities to if they are of that persuasion. So if they're like a thief, it boosts thievery. It
Is
boosts.
there any drawback to these
It also may make someone more agile.
Oh, that's
Oh
monstrous.
yeah, that's such a dead thing. Bad thing, I mean.
Yeah, for you. Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
Is there any drawbacks to these gloves that I can see?
Same.
Yeah. So as you're looking at it, there is. It will affect the morals of the wearer.
Hey, it won't affect them if you don't have them.
It will make you more like a thief.
It'll make you more tossing things.
Yeah, and in fact, you can actually roll. Now you'd need like a read magic or something because you see
Now I
something
get to?
spelled out in a mystical language.
Specifically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a way to remove
I'll try to roll that.
negative
Okay.
effects?
I see it has a
Can
restriction
I
of
see some of
Thieves'
this
Code.
too, or
I'm sorry.
my thaumaturgy's not that good?
You
but
can
I
you can
kind of
roll. Yeah, you can try to see what she's doing.
10. I got 10.
Yeah, I mean, you can see some of the You're like, well, okay, that's interesting. I haven't seen that done before. You know.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
caster
I'm
roll
learning.
11.
Okay. That should work for both. Don't worry. So you're able to tell, especially after casting. It's called Gloves of the Mark.
Okay.
And the other thing that it does is by boosting the thieving ability and agility.
There's a just mark somewhere.
It also allows you to know who is an easier target than who, and make
Oh, those gloves would be so good for Rainer.
target in every sense of the word.
Oh, those are nice gloves.
Oh, that slipped out.
To give Yuki keep?
Oh, that'd be terrible for you, darling. You can't touch these. Putting them on.
They're horrible for your skin.
Real bad. Yuki only wear when I ask. They can be very dangerous if you wear them all the time.
Okay.
You have to ask me, okay? Okay.
Does she put them on?
I'm watching her.
Pockets.
But can she even take them off you if she wanted, if you resisted?
No.
Probably not.
The cat likes me.
Let's just say, agile people will get a lot more agile with those gloves.
It would help you all the
But
time.
the cat likes me, so it's fine.
I'm listening to the person who has more experience than me in the magic, so it's just like, okay.
Okay.
I don't want Yuki to get corrupted.
What do you look at next?
I want to check out his boots.
Okay.
Ooh.
Roll.
I'm gonna try on some of the armor too.
You're gonna try it on, or you're gonna look at it?
Try it on, or
12.
try it
They're
on.
obviously
I'm
not
trying to-
good for
Guardians
swimming.
or the other one?
Just trying to find one that fits. I'm assuming the one that came off the tiny person does not.
Yeah. So you'd be you can grab the.
It's a damaged breastplate.
It's a
It fell
no.
off.
It wasn't damaged. It's just the
Just a
leather
strap.
got strapped. So
Yeah.
it's like you don't have a way to attach it. It's like you can hold it
Okay.
up, but the
Oh.
leather is cut, so you'd have to have someone fix it.
Okay.
As you hear tink, tink, tink from the other. No, use that metal from the other room.
I just. Yeah. Okay.
Roll 12.
Okay, so those boots are kind of nice, but they're not really that. It's really weak magic that's in it. All it does is give a slight boost to swimming and jumping.
Oh, he did have a boost on him. I'm lucky to have kept up with him.
But it's a very minor boost to swimming and jumping.
Okay.
So like if you put it on a regular person, they might be able to jump an extra 5 feet
Which is a lot.
forward. It's minor. That's
But,
minor.
yeah.
It's just minor.
To real people,
I mean,
it's a
with
lot.
magic, that's minor. It's really weak spells. In fact, the spell used, and it probably needs to be renewed soon because you can tell that the sigils are fading.
Okay. I'll keep those. Go
I'll get
through.
into this guy.
What?
I have hooves.
You'll drown.
I will drown, yeah, but I don't know if I could wear those.
Stitch them on.
You could get.
Then I want to go through the Riordan's breastplate next.
Okay. And that one, like I said, it's just really nice armor that has some bonuses to basically getting hurt. So it doesn't take, the spells make it so that the leather doesn't take damage easily.
Can I put it on like a hat?
I'm holding
She's
it.
holding it.
You can put her on like a hat.
Put me down.
But leather, that's what it is it's there's some spells cast on the leather itself to make it more resilient to damage.
Okay, I'm taking notes on all of these
Okay.
because I have scrolls and everything. Was there any other
can I
items that I
read?
didn't
Yeah,
mention?
so there was something that I
have a
I didn't mention that you guys
went
had found
through
on him.
all
He had a
of-
wineskin on him.
A wineskin? Look
And,
at that.
and as you're looking at that, it's you actually recognize it.
I recognize it.
Yeah, it's a dwarven magical
Oh
item
crap!
from the brewer Havnar.
Do I know this name?
I mean, yeah, Havnar was a master brewer. He was the head of the brewing guild, and this is like one of his wineskins that never run out. It's full of whatever you want in it.
I'm going to take that.
There were also 2 daggers from the bandit.
Mhm.
Do you want liquid in it?
Just really remember the people I have a question for them as soon as they come back. So that's strapped to my side now. And then you said 2 other daggers. There.
Yeah,
Just the bandits' 2
the
daggers.
bandits' 2 daggers are not
Daggers.
magical
They're
at
just
all.
daggers.
They're just
Anything else
daggers.
magical?
You could go back over the stuff that you have: the 2 short swords,
Oh yeah, I want to
the
look at those.
I'm gonna.
3 daggers.
Well, most
I
of those
only have
daggers
one
I
dagger.
kept.
I only have one
Oh,
dagger.
okay. And
Yeah.
the 1 dagger that you have.
I'm gonna take the 2
I'll look at
bandits
the daggers.
Okay, so you take the 2 bandits daggers. Okay. So the you said what are you looking at? The dagger?
The dagger.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull it out again.
Okay, so Yuki sees her reach down to her belt, and she pulls a dagger out, and you see a short sword come out of the scabbard.
Do it again.
It's shiny. That's a lot of shine.
I'm gonna put it away.
She puts it away, and she pulls it back out.
And then I wanted to test something.
Excellent.
Put it away. Yuki, this is mine. Open it.
Grab. Turn away. Pull
You
out.
pull out a beaten-looking bone dagger.
Ta-jan!
Put it back.
And it's lost all of its magic.
And she pulls out a short sword.
Perfect. All right.
It's for small people.
There's a dwarvish dagger.
What can I
Apparently.
tell about it?
Make your roll.
It's a very old dwarvish dagger.
Spiky dwarf.
17.
It is a dwarvish dagger called Longfang. And in the hand of the smaller races, it becomes a short sword.
She put down.
But it handles like a dagger.
She put down Riordan's.
It feels like a dagger in your hand. It's balanced like a dagger. It moves like a dagger. It's as heavy as a dagger.
But it's a short sword.
There's a lot more poker
Which
to
means
it.
that when anyone takes it from me, they can't use it.
And once it is owned by someone, it goes back to them.
Ah, that's what he was throwing.
Understand. Okay. And then
Well, thank goodness she won that one. Because it makes it's of no use to me.
Yeah, everyone else is tall and you hit the door.
There's like, and I'm just the one with the bone knife. It's like, damn it, why is this still here?
Can I stick my head into
The
Riordan's
thing that
the
cuts me.
breastplate? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying
can
to fit on it. I'm trying to fit it.
it doesn't get any bigger. It's just
Oh.
Yuki, I think we'll have to wait on that one. And then, so I took the dagger and then the short sword.
2 short swords.
2 short swords. Yes, I.
Because in his hand, the dagger would look like a short
Yes.
sword. So his 2 short swords, roll for those.
Separately?
Yep, separately.
So one of them is an 11, and one of them is a 12.
Okay, and so there's very similar magic to these that were in the gloves.
Okay.
Not only are they really sharp and they're magically sharp, they're balanced, and the more you use it, the more agile you get, and the better you get with them.
How long did this fool have this stuff?
A long time.
Wow, that sounds like something for me almost, but
And they're both that way. One is just a little bit
oh,
better.
there.
The one's a little bit mystically sharper than the other one,
Oh,
and it has a
actually,
little bit
great.
better magic
Okay.
than the
I
other
would
one.
use those.
Yeah.
Of course you would.
I'm gonna all the things that I think are like magically important.
Mm-hmm.
Separate those from the burlap sack, and I'm gonna put them in my pack, and I'm gonna separate them out later to people. I think.
Okay. Perfect.
No need help, Carrie?
You can have these ones back.
And she gives you like
There's the useless
normal stuff.
non.
the normal non-magical
non-magical
stuff.
anything.
But yeah, that's all the magic stuff that was there.
And
So what do you guys do? You guys finish
we're still
working on your armor.
Could I also
You
repair
finish his armor.
my brigandine?
And
It's
you can
half gone.
You'd need actual leather to repair the brigandine.
There's no leather straps around.
There's some straps, but there's not enough to repair your armor.
Can I go to them and...
But
Oh, you don't know too.
at least not
There's
in this
tents.
house. What you guys didn't search, as I mentioned, there were tents on the outside. They might have stuff stored out in those tents and things like that.
Did I even notice those?
Yeah, I mentioned it.
Oh, you
once.
did. Okay. Can I go there searching
Yeah.
for supplies? Am I allowed?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Can I
I'm
loot
gonna
them?
follow
So you, as you guys are, as you're going looking for them, you see Hector come out. You're just finishing up and you're putting everything away. You see her hand a pouch or bag to Yuki, and you see Yuki sort of looking over at you as you're coming out of the forge.
Oh, hey all! I'm just going around looking for leather straps. I need to make some repairs.
Okay, and I'm just going over to the tents.
Okay.
I'd like to thoroughly search.
Meanwhile, in the kitchen,
Yeah.
you quit yelling at yourself. I mean, your pocket.
Finally.
Yeah. Would the other two guards that were here, or three guards, did their armor have my same symbol?
No,
Okay, it was just mine.
just yours has
Okay.
that symbol on it.
Hey.
In fact, Riordian's that he was wearing didn't have the symbol on it either.
Hey, do me a favor.
What?
What is this?
What's its magic armor?
Yeah, can you tell me what it does?
Well, yeah, it protects you.
Yeah, no shit, but like, how so?
Oh, well, it protects you.
From what?
Hurt?
Okay, but like how?
So
Magically.
it was made in Magiston, from what I can tell from the magic coming off of it.
Oh, okay.
You were a very good friend.
And it just doesn't take damage well.
It doesn't take damage well?
Yeah.
Like, it gets broken easily?
No?
So you mean it's hard to damage?
Yeah.
Okay, you are just talking very... What is with you today?
You fed me.
Yeah, I know, but like, this entire day, or this entire journey, you've just been very, like, flip-floppy. Helping me one thing, you're just completely ignoring me with the other.
You're cute.
Oh, God, don't make me punch you.
No, it's good. It's nice. It's been branded though. It's been marked.
Yeah, it's about the mark. What does that mean?
Oh, people know where it is.
Who?
The one that made it.
Okay, can we get rid of it?
Nope.
Can't get rid of the mark.
No, you can't get rid of it.
I wonder if it returns to you because you own it.
Cover your ears.
Okay.
Oh no! Just screaming that.
You guys hear that from so you see them walk out the door as you guys are opening the door, figuring out how to open it from the inside. You hear him from the kitchen.
Oh no! Oh God! Oh well.
You'd also hear that as you're putting your armor back on.
I better go deal with that.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna finish this stuff up here, and then maybe someone's gonna have to go to my ship to tell them what's going on. But we need a plan first. But I'm gonna finish this up first. Ka-ting, ka-ting, ka-ting.
So, first, I have two things I want to do. The first one, I'm going to go in and I'm going to ask him to just fix the minor damage to my breastplate.
Okay.
Just Steve. Hey,
Yeah.
Steve,
Yeah. What?
do you think you could fix my
You just see him
armor
working on
too?
Mr. Smiley. You see a stack of 4 beside him.
Could you fix my armor?
Did you pay me? Oh wait, you saved me. It's okay. Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm
We'll
surprised there
talk
wasn't.
about another thing
Yep.
later.
I'll get on it right as soon as I finish this.
I'm surprised that didn't kind of under this condition that she have of Mr. Smiley.
And then I want to find Hector and Rainer.
Okay, well, Hector, you left it. He was going outside. Rainer was yelling from the kitchen.
Oh, lordy!
Oh, no!
Oh no!
I want to talk to the two of them.
Okay. So you go running out. You come out. You hear him yelling from the kitchen. Do you guys leave, or are you going to go
in
into
the
the
tents.
kitchen?
We
you guys were just about to leave when you heard him yell, "Oh no!"
No,
We
go to
left.
the
Okay,
tent.
so you guys
We
are
left.
I'm assuming he stepped on one of the chalk marks. It's fine.
it's like, okay, whatever.
Absent-mindedly just forgot. It's
Okay.
full of traps. Obviously. It's Rainer. Come on, it's Ray Ray.
I have
Right,
a
right.
good intelligence.
Yes, but do
Okay,
you use it is the
so-
question.
You go walking into the kitchen. What does he see, Rainer?
I'm just like, this,
Just holding the armor in front of you.
No,
It's
he's
on.
wearing it.
I'm
Oh,
wearing
he's
it.
wearing
I'm
it
just,
already,
I'm
that's
just kind of
right.
like,
Then wearing it.
Oh, right. Are you okay?
may have fucked up. So they know.
How much and what? Who?
They know where we are. At
They,
all times.
They know where their base is.
Elaborate.
I have become a marker.
You are a walking highlighter.
Yes, I am.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Can you take it off?
but it's really nice.
You can't. You have magic. Can't you make your own really nice magic armor?
No. Well, probably. But I have to make the armor first. I don't know how to do that.
Steve and I can make armor.
I don't even know if I can take the. Hold on. Can I
So,
take?
so you go to unbuckle it, and there's no buckles.
Ha.
No, I can't take it off.
Next question. Do you want me to try and
Nope.
Okay. Alrighty then.
So you're.
This is about when you come walking in to hear him say, "Do you want me to try to take it?" And he's like, "Nope." And he's wearing armor with that symbol on the chest.
What did I say about putting on magical things?
You didn't say that.
You didn't say anything
yeah,
to me.
Said it to everyone
No.
multiple times.
No.
You were 40 feet in the air.
That was. You said that way after I put this on.
Yes.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I have something to ask of both of you.
What?
So you've been looking at magic weapons all day. You have magic as well. Pull out my halberd. What can either of you do with this?
Let me think. What
do
can
you
I do
want
to
it-
this?
What do you want it to do?
First of all,
Give me your best offer, both of you.
You could stab the cat with it.
You can stab the cat.
That
Very
has
well.
been in
Very
my thought. But see, I meant I can. What can you do with
I
it?
can also stab
When you
the
swing
cat.
it, it'll make you fly.
That's true.
hey,
Hold on a
Torbold. Torbold.
Kind of point it where you want to go. And
Dragon Gem has a very good point.
I can't read.
I
It's
can't
too
read
far
it.
away.
Can someone read Dragon Gem's comment, please?
Did
Says, shouldn't he offer money?
you ask me this?
Didn't he just
Oh,
ask
yeah.
for the strip?
Anyway.
I did. If you would please, that would. No.
I already said I can't.
Well, that's highly unfortunate.
Oh Lord.
What's wrong with the cat?
Meanwhile, outside, you guys go to the
Tents, one by
one by one, and they're not filled, but they have raw goods in them.
Does anything glow?
So there's
Does anything glow, Joel?
piles of leather, piles of fabric. Looks
Ooh,
like these
fabric.
are things that they've looted
Okay.
love
from shipments.
But does anything glow?
Roll.
Yuki, does anything glow? Show me the glowy stuff.
7?
Not that you see. There's nothing magical about any of
Okay.
it. It's all really nice quality stuff, so it would work really
Putting
good
some
to
of
make
it in
magic armor.
sacks, yeah.
And magic stuff, not armor, but I mean the leather maybe.
yeah.
But you know, I mean the finer the quality of the material, the
Well,
better the magic adheres to it.
my savant, I would like to get the highest of the high quality.
Oh yeah, not a problem. Yeah, you just I'll take that, and I'll take.
I'm just walking behind him with the sack, putting.
And I can drop stuff in there.
So yeah, but that's literally all of the tents just have different things in them. One of the tents is full of like kids' toys.
Not interested unless anything shines. Does anything shine?
10.
Oh, darn it. No shines. That's fine. And when we're done, we can go back down
Okay.
to the workbench.
So you guys go
Do
back
what we're
inside.
gonna do.
Okay. Meanwhile,
Ooh.
what's being said?
They're just
Deal
saying
for
we
the
should
kids.
take everything
Right,
to sell
take
back.
everything to sell it. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, wait, you said there were... Are the carts and horses still there?
Yeah, there's no carts, but there are horses.
Okay, I'm just gonna...
There are
Interesting, maybe? Like, maybe... When
4.
Okay, I'm
magically,
gonna start...
You could,
Hold
when you hit someone with the tip could break off, and then it'd be a tracking thing, and then it regrows.
What?
That sounds cool.
That sounds terrifying.
That sounds awesome.
Just an idea. I need to talk to you.
Why? Why does everyone want to talk to me today? I get it. I'm amazing. You can talk to me. But, like,
Pretty cool.
can I not?
Grab and just...
We need to diagnose him.
in your head, you know, while you're like, and I'm amazing, and you hear, and cursed.
Don't make me come down there.
You're
I'm gonna
diagnosed.
cook something while they leave.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there's lots to cook with. You're like, wow.
Wait, toss me another pig to the
Midnight
turkey.
snack.
Toss me, quickly.
Here.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start loading the horses
And
up.
Okay.
pulling him out, finding him.
Okay, so as you guys are coming out of the kitchen, he's walking in the door with some leather.
Oh, hey, awesome. So I'm going to pull out the dwarven dagger thing that I had.
Okay, so you guys see, you two,
I know
you're
this one.
cooking. You two see her reach down to her side, grab a hilt of a dagger in a dagger sheath, and go shing, and you see a short sword in her hand.
Well, that's something you'll see every day.
And then I'm going to pull forward the wineskin, put it on the ground in front of me and go, you guys told me that the dwarves were gone.
They
are?
have been.
These
How
are
old
both
is it?
dwarven.
Roll.
Perfect.
That's a 7.
You know, it's really old.
Hey, by the way, that's
You don't-
Really old.
You know it's worth a lot of money because it's dwarven.
It's
and,
worth a lot
you
of
know,
money.
no one's seen them. And so
How much money? Like a number?
I'm not letting go
Probably,
of it.
you really have to
Ish.
study it to know
Okay.
more. I mean, there might have been more than one of those made, so, you know.
What was the name of the guy again?
These are-
Sorry, the one who made the wine.
Havnar.
These are like epic. Yeah, that would be the word.
The
These are
dwarves are
epic.
gone.
And she cut me with that.
Oh, she stabbed you.
not
Oh no, she didn't
What?
stab me. She cut me. She raked it
Oh,
right
she
across
attacked.
me.
Oh, well, the cat attacked me too.
That's what cats do.
Yeah, she attacked me and got very, very close to me. Very
Good.
close.
Good. But yes, these are very, very old. Like really old. Look how old this bone is. Look at that. That's old. Bones don't do that until they're like hundreds of years old.
and it's not bone anymore, it's steel.
Oh, where'd the bone go?
Sifa. God, no, not Sifa. If it was Sifa, I'd just crush it.
It's steel now. But if you put that back in your scabbard, you know where it belongs, you'll see that the bone is very old.
Man, they're just attacking humans. Do they just hate humans?
I don't know.
Wow.
Well, you guys said dwarves haven't been seen for centuries, so how did he have these?
Oh, he probably stolen from
Probably
somewhere.
stolen from someone who stole it from someone who stole it from someone.
Who found it?
Who bought it? Probably.
Who found it, though?
Oh,
I bet you someone
and
found
then
it, yeah.
sold it, and then the stealing happened. So goes thievery.
Am I, like, do they have archaeology digs yet, or no?
No, so people haven't been able to find where the dwarves lived. They knew they're up the mountains, but no one has been able to
You
prove
said
it.
you looked for dwarves,
Yeah.
and you couldn't find anything.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything. Of course, I didn't really... You know, I got stuck in a cave-in pretty quickly.
Well, I mean, if he found anything, he wouldn't be here. He'd be rich.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I was rich.
No!
I'm gonna take this opportunity to walk in.
Yeah.
Anyways, what did you need me... Why did you drag me out of the kitchen?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down into the black.
For that
Okay,
purpose.
over to the
That was
blacksmith
it?
area.
Yeah.
You could have asked me in there.
Otherwise, they're ignored.
I wanted to talk to them
That
at
was...
the same time.
Dwarves.
And
This is why
so-
you guys killed yourselves.
So you come in on this part of the conversation. You see Hector walking off towards the blacksmith,
I'm walking outside.
towards the forge.
The horses are
He
really
goes
old.
outside.
Also, if anyone else wants anything, I have magic items to give to everybody.
Just Steve comes out
I'm in.
and tosses you some
My
your
breastplate?
armor, your breastplate. Here you go.
I'm
It's
gonna
fixed.
inspect all of it and look out for explosives.
Roll. I mean, I'm not saying he'd make it explode.
That's a 19.
No, it looks amazing. The craftsmanship is better than anything you've seen outside of the dwarven lands.
Anyways, what items did you have?
See,
Yeah.
once I heard magic items, I turned the stove off and went.
Yeah, I kind of stepped back.
Yeah,
in.
as if
I
you
am
can turn a
interested.
stove off.
What did
Yeah,
you,
absolutely.
What items do you have?
Just move this over.
That I was able
Yeah.
to read. I'm gonna give you to you.
And what made you decide what to give to everyone?
I know what they do.
Hey, how'd you know the
can tell
magic?
us.
I can see it.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna tell us what they all do.
Okay. These are his boots. They make him more agile. I don't know if they're going to expand, but I was thinking they'd be good for you. If you wanted them.
Yeah, my boots are
Yeah, I need
worn.
boots. Just you.
No, you don't, Chuck.
Also very slow.
What else do you have?
We have his breastplate, a few more of his weapons, and you have some daggers as well.
Yeah, I do, and I'm going down into the blacksmithy.
Yeah, I do. You hear that going
What
out
else
of
do you
the
have?
forge area.
I've got 4 horses.
No one cares about your horses.
I have his swords, his
Yes,
breastplate.
but what do they do?
Justin goes, I want one of those horses.
They're going to the ship.
Yeah, I'll take them to the ship
Okay.
once we figure out what we're doing.
These short swords, they're really good. They make you more agile as the more you use them.
That
I was
sounds
thinking
good.
you could have one.
Don't grab that. Both of them, thank you.
I have a pretty good weapon.
Yeah, I'll keep both. I'll keep both of these, thank you.
Yeah, you're holding them, and it's like they're amazingly balanced.
You don't know.
And then just the breastplate. It's the one he was wearing. It's harder to hit. And it didn't expand when Yuki tried to put it on, so I might be the only one who can wear it.
No, I mean, I can't take this off.
What?
Oh, the whole sigil magic thing.
He has this thing about getting undressed. Don't worry about it.
No, I can't take it off.
I was trying to
Do you
cover
mind
for
if
you.
I take a look?
No, I already know what it does.
I can get it off.
I mean, in a way to see if I can magically get it off of you.
What if I didn't say I wanted it off.
You just said you were being tracked.
You didn't hear
No,
that.
you
No,
didn't
he-
hear
I
that
didn't
part.
know
All you
that.
heard was,
Say
oh
that.
lord,
No.
Oh, look.
oh no.
Why?
I'm just
Why the
gonna
problem then?
take out my
That
clothes
was
and be
a
like, I
problem.
can get it
He
off.
was just a little worried when I was stuck at first. Just let the man be.
You guys hear the cat go, I can get it off?
Stay back.
I have 2 swords.
I have 2 swords and a spear. I'm not afraid to use either of them.
But you have the
He
spear.
starts
Can I have the
to
spear?
No.
Start juggling.
Two swords and a spear.
Come at me.
My name is Rainer Rainer. You killed my
Rainer
father.
Rainer?
Prepared to-
It's Rainer.
It's Ray Ray, okay.
God.
Ryan.
It's Ray Ray.
It's Ray Ray.
Oh, Lord. Why did I get stuck? with
It's
these
Ray Ray
insults?
Nerner.
I could have just continued on my
Each
journey.
of us wore one glove.
It's a set.
I know.
It's a set thing.
You could wear that all the time. FYI.
I mean, he did.
If they felt good. Yeah. If it feels good, why not?
Is that it? Is that everything?
We
you
go
have?
now?
That's everything I have. He has some daggers. They're returning ones. And he still hasn't let me look at that ring.
Nope, it's pretty. Mine.
Anyways,
I'd like to start
I'm going
fixing
outside.
things. Did
Okay.
I notice that she had a broken, chest?
Yeah,
She-
you'd have noticed that the cat had-
Yuki!
Yes?
Fixing time. Come.
Hey, before you do that, everyone come over here. We need to talk.
Ignore him. Come on.
I'm not going
It's a 5-minute
outside. Never
job.
mind.
Yes.
I pick up the
I'd
blue-eyed
really like to just
human.
rivet the leather together.
Yeah, you can
Get
do
this
that out
job.
there.
All right, just what
But I
do you
need to take care of my own.
You don't just.
All right, just what do you need?
So we need to talk. What are we doing now? I mean, these are fading, so I think we're okay.
Do we have to take the
We
body?
have,
Alright.
we have his head just in case.
Okay.
Burn the body!
Yeah.
So I can take the head and the horses back to the boat.
No.
No.
The head's
To tell-
still
Head
in my
is staying
belt.
with us.
No, the
Well,
horse.
no, I'll take them to the town.
The
I'll
horse.
take it to the proof.
No, burn the head. Burn it all.
You're
No.
taking
No.
us
Burn
with
it.
you.
It is on
The
my
horses
belt.
Well, that's why I want to find out what the plan is, what we're doing now.
The horses are for
Well-
the slow
So I
people.
heard about the thing.
Yeah. I don't know if it's. There seems to be. It could be interested to some of us, and also. Pretty sure these guys might know that we killed him, so we should be on the lookout.
Wait,
Well, they definitely
huh?
know we're here.
Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't hear?
How do they know that you guys killed him?
Oh, they know we're here.
I checked out his body outside, and there's definitely some sort of communication sigil on him that may or may not have broadcasted his final moments to somebody.
It's not the
Well,
only one that's
crap.
broadcasting.
What was that?
What?
Huh?
He talks a lot. Or no, he
And the
doesn't
horses
talk.
are for
Never
the
mind.
slow
Don't listen to me.
people.
I'm slow.
Yeah, you get one
Torvald,
horse.
We don't have so much fun
Yeah,
with this,
I'll
aren't
take the
we?
horses with me. It's okay.
My fun
One
with
horse.
what?
Exactly.
So, and because
I don't
you
trust
know, if
just
you probably
Steve
only
not to run
died,
off.
we should probably head back to your ship and make sure our boats are still parked in the swamp.
No, I mean, that was the idea.
We're gonna wait till morning
How
because it's pretty dark.
do you think we'll get the horses to the ship?
Why do we need the horses?
Because they're horses.
We could kill them.
Sell the horse.
And they have a lot of good.
Yeah, glue.
And I have a
Can't
lot
make
of.
Well,
it
you're
into
not
glue
wrong.
here.
I packed them.
Where?
They
So
have-
what are we doing?
They have good
When
stuff.
you read that thing out loud, it said something about something.
Sleeping.
I
That's
think.
what we should do.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I'm tired.
We should probably sleep, but it basically said they're planning
Be
to
safer to sleep
attack
on the
the
boat.
Duke Ferlanti with assassins, and as well as he really didn't like you, Steve. Now, would you like me to reread that
No,
insert?
no, it's fine. What was the first part?
Why should we even care about the Duke?
Yeah. Who do I know
Also-
anything about this Duke?
Bigger
Yeah, he's an
concern,
asshole.
possibly for you. This says they have a changeling in the Darkwoods.
Don't know what the hell a changeling is.
Um,
I'm kind of out of the loop
Shapeshifter.
for this thing.
Shapeshifter.
Shapeshifter.
Okay.
It changes.
Who is trying to eliminate felinoids in Haven, and I do believe you are one of them.
Yeah, so why should we care?
It's just letting them know.
Dead family.
He asked what I wanted to know, as well as after that they're going to be
Pixies.
harassing minotaurs and
Well, that's not
pixies.
okay.
The pixies are missing.
and the borderlands at the Bright Desert in Elventon. Does this border town? Are they trying to start another war?
Oh, dude, that'd be fun. We can get a lot of gold for entertaining the troops.
You might just get drafted though,
Oh, entertaining the troops.
especially if I.
They won't find me.
Now the Borderlands.
Do I know what that is?
Yeah, everyone pretty much knows it's the lands between the Bright Desert and literally the Elven
Yeah, that's
areas.
One.
So the far right hand side of the continent. And you guys are like towards the left hand side of the continent.
It's a long ways.
Yeah, we can't do anything about that.
We should go back to town.
But it does sound like they're going to be harassing elves and
Well, that's not my problem. I
cat
ain't an
people
elf.
and
I ain't a cat
minotaurs.
I ain't a minotaur. That's loud.
That is loud.
messing with the borderlands.
It's a new phone. It vibrates loud.
Very.
At least you'll be able to
Hey,
hear
yours
it.
went off again. That.
Yeah, that's another drink.
No, it did not make a noise. It was
That was a
vibrating.
noise.
No, that was not a noise. You heard nothing.
It was a sonic
heard
frequency.
nothing.
No more drafts, please.
Oh.
Hey, beer is a draft.
Wrong kind of draft.
I gotta talk to those four.
Very concerned.
guy elves people.
You've been studying that a lot. Is there anything else in that letter?
I mean, there's the secret code.
There's a secret code?
Oh, I didn't tell you?
No!
Wow.
Cool. Yes.
We forgot about
Do
him.
you just hate orcs?
No, I saved his life earlier.
She just wants your money.
He's the one that's taken yours.
Shoves his hand in
He paid me.
in his vest.
Yeah, he paid you.
Speaking of which, I want my money back.
You paid me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
She did it.
You paid me. Either way, the money left your hands into my hands.
Yeah, someone. They're raining. What was the first sentence?
First sentence was Rains has fallen, which is a port town up in the northern area. The only way to Stormguard by River.
That's a place very close to the mountains.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You'd know that. It's a
It's-
human settlement, but it's
That's
literally.
near
This is the port town, and you have to go through it to get to
The only way
Isn't
to
that
get
the place
to
he was trying to get to
Oh,
or
no.
something?
That's where he's
That's
from.
why you should be
Oh, okay.
interested. Yeah,
I'm not.
the code
It's
says
not my. I mean, sure, it's where
rains
it's from, but I
has
don't care.
fallen.
It's fallen.
Gareth will take mine.
Whatever
Mine.
that means. Mine's it's plural.
You guys
There's
think
a
they're
plural on the
Mines?
Mines.
will take mines.
Oh,
Like
they want to
northern
move.
mines?
They want to move to the mines.
The mines are Colland, by the way. You know that's the and you'd know that too, and
Yeah.
all three of you know that's the human. That's where the humans get all their ore, all their steel, all their iron, all their gold.
Yeah, I like
I think they're trying to start
It's
a war.
it's also where the dwarves' mines were before the
Yeah.
humans tried to start mining.
Not happy about that. So those mines. I see. Okay. So I certainly feel like we should be either heading north or right, and I feel like north is the answer.
It's funny you said we.
Just Steve wanted to go north
Well, we
anyway.
have to go north anyway.
Well, I've got to get up to Colland for something. I've got an airship. I can take this stuff, go to my boat, do the airship. You guys do something else, and I'll meet you wherever.
Look, man, I was just here to get rich quick. I was just going to entertain some people.
And
Well,
you
I mean,
didn't
we
want
all
to
need to
die.
initially go north
In
anyway.
your head, you hear.
And didn't want to die.
They hate you anyways.
I don't care.
Why do you care?
My people.
They hate you.
So?
I say
Oh,
we
my
because
Lord.
we need
Mom.
to return to
We'll
that
save your
town
mom, and then
first
we'll just leave the rest.
Okay, we have to go save her.
Yeah, we'll save your mother.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, for the love of God.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. You guys are hearing stuff.
I think he's in denial.
Says the cat person who is insane.
If you want to save your mom,
No, I don't know who my mom is.
if you want to find out who your mom is,
I don't care about finding out who my mother is.
I wanted to confirm something.
Yeah.
Was there a scabbard for that Kopesh, or was that always just carried bald?
There was a scabbard, and you would have grabbed
I-
that
yeah.
with it. Yeah.
It's good. So I have
Yep,
another
yep.
thing on my belt.
Yep.
Perfect, thank you.
Your belt's
So I
getting
don't have
really
to carry
full.
it.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could probably grab another belt from one of the
yeah, I'd
dead
love
people
to.
and use it as a,
Crossbones.
bandolier sort of thing.
Yeah, that's how I do. I like that.
He's like, I got a dagger and I got a.
Adjusting.
Suddenly, the human is becoming prickly with weapons.
Same, bro. Same.
I have a question.
Okay.
So I'm the head of an order, right?
Yes.
Where would I know any like forts or places people who are technically under me would be stationed?
Yeah. So most of the knights are all stationed out of keeps.
Okay.
Like Borders Keep, Bloodless Keep,
Dranmere?
Watch Keep,
Okay.
Keep of Hope in theory, but not in practice. Your your order actually is mostly out of so your order was split in half. Half is protecting Rockhelm in case the elves decide to
right.
break the truce. The other half is trying to restore Watchkeep, fix the ruins, because during the Second Great War, it was pretty much destroyed. It was left in ruins, and now the current king evidently somehow decreed without doing it himself. I mean, it's like he didn't go out and say, "There's a decree." There's just
Okay.
that was going to be rebuilt, and your order was sent to protect them,
Okay.
protect the workers.
I got it.
Since there's, seedy races like lizard men down there that could attack, and maybe some swamp dragons. Just saying.
I think the time has come to return to the ship. Finish
I
this.
say we take a goddamn nap first.
Oh yeah, we're all sleeping first
Yeah.
after we get food. Food.
you said you were cooking.
Oh yeah. Let me get back. I gotta relight the.
But after we sleep, what are we doing tomorrow?
Well, we got to go back to the town with
To the
the
ship.
corpse.
Well, I could do that.
Yeah, we're going with you
Okay.
I will get the horses too.
to rob you.
But it sounds like there's so many things we need to do.
Why should we have to do it?
Because there's money in it.
Ooh, that means.
Yeah, it's true.
Speaking
It
of
would be
which,
a lot of money.
Steve, all these tents are full of stolen goods worth, guess what? Money.
I've already
Oh,
put
yeah.
them on the horses.
Wait, you already loaded all the horses? Oh, he could have loaded his pockets
People tend
instead.
to pay well.
Why would you weigh down the horses when
Yeah,
you could
or
just...
Rainer.
We don't know.
I mean, I
We don't know, and there's bolts of fabric
yeah.
and
He shoves his hand back in his.
Probably have
Vest.
plenty of space in there.
I can pay you. I am the head
Speaking
of
of
the
which-
night order.
You can have this too, and most of the leather
That's
can
all,
go.
that's all I had to say.
Why do you
I-
want
it's very
to?
fine.
You said you didn't want to.
Yeah, we
Say
can
they
put that
wanna
on the
do?
horse.
Okay, perfect.
You were gonna
It'll get lost. You're not a horse.
How much can you
Do I have
pay
time
me?
to fix my brigandine?
Yeah.
I said you questioned
Perfect.
why
I'd
we
like
said
to.
So yeah, you can fix the brigandine before you go to bed.
I was questioning
Yeah.
you. Torvald saw us as a we. He didn't
I'm gonna-
know if everyone else did.
I'm
Right.
gonna-
So we are all doing things.
Yes.
Tomorrow when we wake up, what things are we doing?
Moving north.
Get the hell out of here.
We're heading north.
We'll bring
Yes.
his head back to the city first.
Also, I gotta get 2 gold from that town.
Also, we gotta get that chess piece off of him.
Why?
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 Why not?
Why do you want it off of me?
Why do you want them to know where we are?
You
at all
don't know about
He-
that.
Okay.
He
well,
didn't see. Only.
He mentioned something about tracking.
Something about tracking.
No, he only mentioned it to him.
No, he mentioned it out loud
It was
while you
pretty
were
loud.
He
talking.
says they're tracking us, but
Yeah.
he didn't. He said nothing.
I said broadcasting.
Oh,
I said,
broadcasting.
they said broadcasting. I'm like, oh, they're not the only one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're screwed.
Is a ley line travel a thing?
Yes, but not
I
as
already
easy.
asked him that.
Okay.
It's not mapped in this world.
It's
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just checking.
You can do it if you stumble upon one,
Okay.
and then you can travel to wherever it goes.
We don't know where it goes, though.
I'm gonna make a pile by the door, and I'm gonna dibs on Raywardian's bed and bolt.
It's gonna be the smallest bed.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
got the most pillows.
It does have pillows.
It has pillows and lots of.
She's gonna be sleeping in it. Her knees are gonna be sticking out of the bed, knees down.
Help, I'm about at the oven height.
You could, if you could, here, I lift you up onto the counter. Chop these carrots.
I pull out the short sword.
That might be a little extreme, but that's all right.
The dagger turns into okay.
How big are these carrots?
So they can all be in the kitchen, but I'm gonna see if I can get on top of the building and just
I'm going. Yeah.
keep watch.
I was going.
So the only way to get on top of the
climb,
building on the inside is
Not the
through
inside, though. Outside.
Yeah,
I have to
yeah.
get outside.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it inside.
That's sort of what I'm letting you guys know. The only way to that is
I was
that
going one
trap.
ahead up there as well.
Okay.
The crossbows have already been removed and
Yeah.
put down on the horses, by the way.
The dude's body's still up there.
No, she threw it down.
threw the
Remember?
body down.
And you guys looted it.
Like the little army ants that we are.
Yep, pretty
There's not a
much.
single strip of flesh left
Okay,
on.
so when you get up to the top, roll perception because you're going to be able to get up there quicker. I'm assuming you're going on the inside.
Can I go through the
I'm
inside?
not going inside.
You can only
You're
get
the only one that can
into.
go through the inside.
Yeah, I'll go through the inside. I'll just open that up.
Yep.
Walk on through. Climb the ladder. Seal that up.
So while you're climbing up there, roll perception roll.
Oh dear.
Ouch. 4. I'm a little tired.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So you climb up. You see
Him passed out.
He just sees me sitting up there already. Oh, how's it
Rainer
going?
sitting up there.
Oh, hi.
There's nothing up
Nice
there.
evening.
I mean,
I'm not
there's
looking for anything up there. I'm looking for
Okay.
what's out there.
Yeah, no, there does not seem to be
Perfect.
anything or one
I'm
coming
gonna
at you.
just lay on a bedroll. I'm taking a nap
Yep,
here.
we're going to be on watch.
Okay, so you guys are on watch, sleeping at the top.
Yep.
Okay.
What
You
a
want
nice,
first watch?
swampy night.
The
How
half.
much should these be cut? I've never really done the cooking.
Just keep chopping.
So you guys,
I'm making stir
you,
fry.
you make the food for everyone. Roll.
You may as well be moving.
Really?
I made it yesterday for tea, or
You don't
the other day.
understand.
It was a lovely cup of tea, wasn't it?
Ooh, oh, that's not a 9. That's 13.
Okay.
It's edible.
Yeah. So it's amazing. You guys can smell it
There's
from
really
outside.
big chunks of carrots.
Ooh, I scrambled.
That's the best
You
way.
know, you come back downstairs. Anyone that wants to eat eats. Then you guys go to bed.
None of the carrots are even. You guys want to take watches or?
Jesse's like, no, you got it. I'll be in the forge. And he goes to the forge area.
Can I have an
Oh, I
armor
did
set?
not talk to him about. I'll talk to him later.
Okay. Yeah, when Chuck's here, it'll be a better time to talk to him.
Oh, I probably just.
Yeah, he's like, whatever, I'm going to bed.
Oh, you said you were going to the forge.
I am. I'm sleeping in the forge.
So, Hector, do you want first watch or do you want second watch?
Yes.
Okay, second watch is yours. I mean, first watch is yours. I'm taking a nap. Thank you.
Nothing happens.
Good.
First watch.
Perfect.
Second watch. Roll perception.
Oh, Lord.
You had a nice nap.
Yes, I
It
did.
better be better.
I made a bed out of the pants.
Okay.
Okay.
16.
I'm in the front hallway.
Okay. Yeah, so nothing happens while you're on watch, but you did notice that underneath your bedroll, and somehow you slept on it, there's a small black pouch. Oops, sorry. Sorry.
Nice, John.
I'm okay.
Didn't mean to do that. I meant to throw it over you.
Dirty. That's a big pouch. That's not a small black pouch.
After that,
Sorry, man. Did that hurt?
I lit the button.
Sharpshooter.
That tapped me right in the
Oh.
head.
I think it was actually the bottom end, but it hit you square.
That was a
on.
sharpshooter.
Oh, it
Probably
Sorry,
felt,
man.
feels like
It
you got
felt
hit with
hard.
So horrible.
Holy crap.
That's what you find.
Nice.
It's a deck of
Interesting.
many
What are
things.
those?
well, I hope not.
What are
I'll
those?
bet you that's a deck of many things.
No, it's playing.
Oh, it should be. I like that.
Who does third watch? Or is the are you just
I'll
doing
take
Taff?
two.
Oh,
Okay.
You can come
We're
wake me
the
up
only
after.
two up there.
That's right.
Yeah, they're the
No,
only two up there.
You can come wake us up after.
So it'd be 2 watches. He's the first half of the night.
fine.
You're the second half of the night.
Okay.
Kind of resting when I'm not sleeping. I want to go through that book that I took off the mage.
Okay, I was wondering when you're going to
Please don't
get to
throw it.
that. I'm not throwing it.
I'm
She's
doing
got
it
it
by myself.
It's a
over there.
bookworm. Instead of sleeping, we're just gonna read
Yep.
the book that cannot be opened.
Roll
Okay,
to
can't
open it.
Yeah.
Roll to open it. Because you know that it's magically sealed, so you just had to figure out the right incantation.
Yeah, 7.
It takes a couple hours, but you eventually get it to open.
Melon.
And the first thing you notice is that there's a mystical seal on the inside cover of the book
friend.
that you don't recognize.
Do you want to show the camera?
Hold it up next to the camera next to you.
Surprise.
Nice.
The black one.
Yeah, the black one is the one she doesn't
Very important.
recognize.
Okay.
The other one, you
So
get to make an
pretty.
investigation roll.
Ooh. Do it.
It smells like Elmer's glue.
That's a 16.
Okay, the other one you can tell is a scrap of a spell, and as you flip through, there's another scrap of it on the other page, and so it's going to take you some time, but you might be able to piece together, and you flip through the whole book, which unfortunately I never finished, and it's full of scraps of spells that you'd have to piece together before you can figure out what the spell is.
Okay.
That will be a project.
Do you have any? Yeah. If you have any more time than that, I want to try the first one.
Okay.
You said it's half and half.
Well, it's more than
Yeah.
half. So make a roll. And this will be your
that's doubles.
coding.
Sweet.
15 plus my...
So 15.
Yeah,
Okay.
15 and a rank 5 in the coding.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so as you're looking at it, and you realize that actually the first 4 pages go together, and it is a. It's an abundance spell for making plants grow faster than they
all your
naturally
bugs
should.
dance.
Like how much faster?
Substantially. So, 25 years of growth in 24 hours or less.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
That's a couple.
That's cool.
That's many crops. That's scary.
That's enough to feed an army.
Yeah. Or make a fence.
Oh.
The one
Oh.
around us.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's a really amazing spell. Basically, what you're able to piece together from it is that it ages crops, any natural plant, to full harvest point if it's crops within 24 hours. If it's plants, it gives 20, like trees and stuff, 25 years worth of growth in 24 hours. And if it's done on forests, it continues to age at a faster rate. So the crops stop after 24 hours to the point of harvest, but if it's done on woodlands, it doesn't continue every 24 hours, but it gets an additional 5 years every 24 hours.
Okay.
For a few days up to possibly a month afterwards.
So I know what it does and what it says. Would I be able to cast this?
You could
Practice
it and try to memorize it, and you'll have to copy it, using. Thankfully, there's lots of parchment and ink around here.
I'm going to
So much parchment. And so so you could eventually figure out how to transfer it over to your spell book, and potentially learn it as a spell. It does seem to be a bit advanced, but that's just the first one.
Just the first one. Okay, I'll tuck this back in, but I am when I get up in the morning, I'm taking all the paper and ink I can see.
Okay, perfect. And I think we're going to end the stream there tonight with you guys sleeping through the night. Restfully, peacefully.
Rejuvenatedly.
I'm scared.
So thank you guys for watching.
The ship's going to be gone in the morning.
I appreciate that, and I'm glad. Hopefully, everyone else appreciates it. Dragon Gem Hairball, thank you for everything that you do for us. Chuck and Enduring Films. We couldn't do this without you, literally, because of the space and the equipment. And because, Chuck's one of the players, even though he's not here right now. Thank you for Four Eyes Ales for the wonderful beer, and Gawkmom for the patches and pins. And don't forget to follow us on all of our social medias and Patreon, and pretty much just reach out to us on YouTube and just let us know if you like what you're seeing. If you don't, let me know. I'm more than happy to chat with you about it and see what may or may not need to change. Other than that, thank you guys, and we will see you Fortune Favors Aboard on Thursday, 8:30 p.m. R4D Sunday at 7:30 p.m. And of course, we'll see you Monday at 5.